Alright, guys. Next up on the class analysis. Drum roll. It's the Pirates. Chills. It's the Pirates, bro. It's the Pirates. Yo, so if you voted Pirate, congratulations. You just won so many points. Type how many points you just won in the chat, bro. Type how many points you just won. It's the Pirates, bro.
1.3 million goes to Takamana. Oh, Takama. Wait, I can't fucking. Anyways, I tried.
And 17 others. Takamana Kama, bro. Yup. Yo, actually chills, bro. Actually chills. I won 0 because my country will let me gamble. L Belgium, L Netherlands. Just do Buck and move on to mages or some shit, bro. Stop. The One Piece. Yep, the One Piece. My name is Luffy. I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
I'm sensing a little tension within the crew.
Yeah, I'm sensing a little tension on the crew right now. Alright, let me make this look nice.
Yo, put the Discord overlay thing on the stream.
You're right. Yep, you're right. That's smart.
We forgot to do that last time.
Okay, there you go. I have it right here.
Man, my thing's too long. I just gotta shorten it.
Xiaolong Bao. Wonton and shawarma, bro. Are all named after our cultural foods. XLB, bruh. Okay, but I got the best profile picture, right? Everyone in chat, right?
Well, mine's fan art.
Whatever, bruh.
Yup, I got fans. Crazy.
That's crazy. Dude, Loki fills his fan art too, actually. Real ones know. Fillard's profile picture? That's not his name, bruh.
Fillard? There's no way that's a real name, dude.
It's not. It's Philip, bruh. Like Terry, I'm gonna fill him up.
Alright, anyways. Buccaneer.
Buccaneer, bro. Alright, so... Alright. Let's talk about Buccaneer. So, right off the gate, I think Phil has the most experience with Buccaneer out of the three of us. And I would like to say that the 200 to 260 on Buccaneer is arguably one of the best in the whole game. Straight up. Anybody disagree with that statement? Like, I think it's so good. Like, it's broken.
I mean, my view is a little skewed because when I trained that during that time, we still had like that 2.3 times HP on mob.
Yeah, and it was old Buck.
And yeah, so it was annoying to keep up really deep back then. But now it's just, I think it's literally free as fuck to one shot, and like you never run out of energy. So
yeah,
there's no energy concept anymore.
Exactly.
Only thing though, like there are people like that are just, well, arguably if like your class with multi summons, obviously the training experience is better than because it is still active, because you need to physically be at a location. So because it's only a circle around you, so you have to constantly jump around the map. It's not like you have like the things that you shoot out or like FMAs, that much FMA that can just clear like off screen either. So you have to like physically be at whatever you want to kill mobs.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to move around a lot. But I think most people who play this game, like 200 to 260 when you're early on and you're playing a Buccaneer, like they love super jumping. Like they're gonna have a lot of fun doing that shit. Like, I don't think there's really anybody who played Buck and they just fucking hate super jumping and like it's annoying and slow or anything like that. Like, I don't think they think like that at all. But
I think
oh, yeah, go ahead.
I think when it comes to super jumping is that I don't even know if everyone is aware of it. Is the thing. Like
think so?
if you know how to super jump, if you know if you know it exists, then like your mobbing experience gets a lot better for sure. Because you just zip across the map, and then if your border deep is one-shotting or like one-ticking, then like you are just full clearing it pretty easily. But otherwise,
Yeah.
you're just kind of just flash jumping, and then you're using your serpent thing to like up jump or get to like higher up. But like, I feel like, because if we're talking about the average Buccaneer experience, like I feel like most people don't know you can super jump at all. Because in order to super jump, you
I feel
have
like
to.
they would have seen someone do it though. Like they picked Buck for a reason.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
But either way though, like even in the early maps, you don't even have to super jump. Like
Yeah, that's
you
the
just
thing. I don't
completely
think
eliminate
super
super jumping. It's still really good.
I don't think super jump helps that much in like 200 to 260. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter to be honest. But even just because you could even just flash jump around and it's so good. I think in terms of bossing 200 to 260, like all the early game bosses, like you just can't die no matter what. There's nothing that kills you. Straight up.
True.
So like even in terms of like a beginner friendly like experience on the game, it's so good. Cuz you'll just be able to blow through blow through everything. Like I actually always give this example on stream whenever people say like, "Oh, what's like a new player friendly class I recommend?" I'll say like Dawn Warrior, Buccaneer, stuff like that, because I always compare like somebody who made Xenon or something and they're playing like in a group of friends for the like, you know, they came back or something and they're really new to the game and one person's a Xenon, one person's a Buck. Like you're going to think your Buck friend is just progressing way faster than you and they're just doing way more damage than you because like they are. Like early game, like they're just so good, whereas other classes they have to like snowball later and then they get good. Even Night Lord, like I don't think Night Lord's that crazy early. Whereas Buck, like I think it's crazy from the jump.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the comment about like survivability that you're not gonna die, it's because of defensive form, right? I
Yeah.
feel like when it comes
And
to
it
like
has
the
really good
200,
iframes.
I was just gonna say that. Like I've heard new players complain when I play bot because they're just saying like sometimes they feel like they can tank something because they've always not died with two things like that, but sometimes they just randomly die because you know defensive form is 75% of uptime. So like a lot of times when you're early game, like you're not gonna know like when you have it or not have it, and you don't even know that was like because people don't read skill description, like they don't even know like the thing exists, and sometimes you feel like you can tank everything, and then you just play like that, and then you just randomly die.
exactly.
Like I've actually heard people complain about this.
They
That's
don't know
crazy.
why they can survive sometimes because they don't read. On top of that, you know that one skill that it's like you have to Octo Punch to charge it up, and then it'll just spawn that little like dragon head, serpent head.
That's just a passive, like
yeah, but that skill, I didn't even know about it 2 months into playing the new Buck.
That's funny. You know how when
I
you're
had-
mobbing, the giant serpent comes out like in front of you? That's the same skill except for bossing.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing, and I didn't have it on
Didn't
auto
turn
either.
on his on and off skill.
Yeah, you probably didn't have the bossing mode on.
No, it's not even a toggle. You have to
It's a toggle.
you can put it on auto so that it just auto fires when you have enough stacks to use it.
Wait, what the
Oh,
fuck?
you didn't right click that thing. I see.
Yeah, I didn't right click it to put it on auto. I didn't even
So
know
you
that skill existed.
you had a toggle on. You didn't right click it. I see.
But that's what I mean. Like like even myself, I didn't fucking read my skills. I was just punching shit.
I see.
So what are we saying?
I think it's at least a 9. Personally. I don't know, man. Like I feel like the whole like not knowing how you die, like, so let me put it this way, like let's say they didn't have defense form, they would have died to all those things that saved them anyways. Like I think
That's
them
true.
dying isn't even like a consequence of them playing Buck. Like it's just they just don't know how to. They just don't know the mechs at all, and then at least sometimes they don't die. Like the Buck just gets that bonus. Like at least sometimes you don't die.
I think the argument is if you play any other class, you would have figured out why you died earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I mean I guess so.
But
yo, thank you, main squad Asian.
One complaint I had about Buck is that you can't right-click your dash when you're in your super form. Like, cause you know how you double tap left or right to do the TP dash. I wish you could fucking toggle that because there are times where I accidentally just dash into something and die because I'm like micro spacing my movement.
Yeah, that's because you spam your arrow keys. Don't do that.
No, but that's a habit I had on playing dual blade because I would just want to space out my attacks better and move around. But
yeah, I mean, Buck, I think a lot of people are gonna have that problem. I think Tommy's right.
I think on Zero you can at least
that's the thing though.
Right?
That's why. But that is also why Buck is dashed. Like you never actually walk to do macro movement. You use the dash.
Yeah, you dash and then duck to stop your momentum. But
yeah,
it's I didn't start out as a Buck. You know, I started out as a different class, so those habits I have just became something that killed me on Buck.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm cool with the 9.
Yeah, I think 9 makes sense.
Okay, it's fine by me.
I feel like we can always change it if we find that something else is a 9, but we still think that Buck is just better.
Okay, so let's talk about 260 plus, grandest training and grandest bossing in general. Maybe Black Mage, maybe C10. Gonna talk about that, but that's a pretty big like variable in bosses.
Yeah, for mobbing, I think the one thing I'm not too sure about is because I don't have a Buck at that level, and I never mobbed on it. Is I remember like Just Pally was like fucking still at Arteria for the longest time, and I don't know it's because if he just didn't farm enough to like put points into Lord of the Deep or whatever, or like that's just like a Buck thing.
Still, like it's a Buck. Like it's very hard to one tick in Grandis. Even
with Lord of the Deep.
Reduce.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So in 260 for the most part, in 260 plus starting Grandis, you're not gonna get away with just jumping around with, unless you're like farming like under level maps. Then you like if you want to farm the most up to date map, up to level maps, then you're most likely going to need to weave in like you're basically jump attacking all the time now. Like with your, I don't even know what that
bomber or whatever.
Yeah,
Hook bomber. Yeah. What about with Janice though?
Yeah, that's a new addition. Once you have Janice, you literally turn on Dusk, turn on Lord of the Deep toggle, stand in the map, and go AFK. Literally.
Yeah.
You don't do do anything.
Yeah, so like I feel like everything we're talking about is just irrelevant. Like you have Janice now.
Yeah, now it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is
exactly.
Like, you still need high level Janice so that you can hit more than 9 mobs, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll get high level Janice though. The other thing is like
we're talking about like there's at least there's a resolution to the problem that you're
problematizing. But it's like also it's not like you won't get there for a while.
Yeah, you won't. You won't. I mean, fresh 260, you're not gonna be one-shotting, obviously. But once you get the ball rolling on Buck, like, you know, the training is good.
Yeah. Also, they're nerfing that next patch, but yeah.
I feel like you're not gonna be able to full clear though, unless you're in a really small map. Yeah. I don't think you can full clear. Maybe with level 30 Genesis, if you can hit 12 target at a time, so that's 24. With whatever your Lord of the Deep is clearing, probably like it's gonna be RNG full clear because
it's gonna be RNG full clear.
You need your Lord of the Deep to hit something so that it procs Dusk twice per respawn. And the chances of something that's on top of you lives that long probably gonna be pretty low.
Yeah, it's quite low because Lord of the Deep ticks. I think it ticks 3 times or 4 times, something like that per second.
It would just be RNG full clear, and you would need fucking level 30 Janice. So that's what I mean by it's like you're not gonna be there for a while.
That's too much to ask for. That's too much to ask for.
You would probably just be like level 10 Janice. You use the 2 Dawn Balls, Urda Fountain, so you have 3 summons on the map, and you just have to. You're still probably gonna be in one central area, with Lord of the Deep, and you just go on a hook bomb in one spot.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the next thing. What about the bossing with the Hexa? Because we know that mastery on Buck is really good.
The class becomes even safer.
But wait, safer?
Yes, because you don't you just double tap your, because of Hexa, right? And you have Hexa Octo Punch. You don't full charge the Howling Fist anymore. You just double tap it for the iframe instantly. Like, you're just full safe during your burst.
Oh yeah. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Yes, you don't actually charge the Howling Fist anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the other thing. Buck was one of the better classes with mastery, like with first mastery. Because second mastery, the class, like relative strength of the class like went down a lot because the second mastery is really bad compared to like the vast majority of the classes. Like it's quite bad.
I don't know too much about the second mastery. I know that it's
okay.
It's not a strike and something else.
Yeah, first mastery was one of the best out of all classes. Second mastery is one of the worst out of all classes.
Isn't the first mastery the best one for level 1?
I don't know. It might be that one or the
Pulverize.
Pulverize.
Oh,
that one or Pulverize. One of the two.
Okay, makes sense.
Because I think someone told me that the second mastery made it so that knowledge strike thing works on every single skill now, whereas it only works on a few.
Yeah.
But it's still that bad?
There was only very few skill it didn't work on.
I see.
I think it was literally just the origin I didn't work on before. Every other skill, it worked on before. Like Howling Fist, it worked on. Even the Servant Vortex, the thing that you move in skill, it worked on before.
People are asking, why don't you have to charge Howling Fist with Hexa?
Because you want to be octopunching all the time, because octopunching just way better than octopunching within those 2-3 seconds is way better than you like waiting for the Howling Fist for 2-3 seconds. That's just like just not worth it compared to like how much damage that octopunch is doing.
Yeah, with enough investment into your octopunch, it's just better for you in terms of damage. Also, attack speed 10. Dog.
Yeah, obviously. That's why it's so good.
I'll say as it stands today, I don't think your experience on a class got, like, relatively speaking, I don't think your experience on a class got better. I would say 260 plus is like 8 to 9. You were definitely,
I think that's too high.
Because pre 260, like this is literally one of the best classes in terms of experience. And post 260, they're just like classes that just got way more strength than this for a given time. Way more strength and utility than this class for the time being.
Yeah, the other thing we didn't talk about yet for 260 plus is its origin. Its origin is ass.
Origin's
yeah,
fine.
it's not. I mean, isn't it like, I don't know how much damage. I don't know what the damage machine is like. Like how much of it is front loaded into the cutscene, and then how much damage it does 30 seconds after. Because it's a 30-second buff, right? Or it just does damage over time. It shoots it like a big ass fucking snake, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like with those origins, it's usually not that good of an origin because it's not condensed.
Yeah,
and
it's just like a not preferred origin. Yeah, but we know that like we set like a standard for origins. Like, you know, if your origin is like a hero origin, it's just like a big nuke. Like it's really good. If it's not like that, then it's like not ideal.
No. I think the hero origin is one of the worst ones in terms of in the nuke ones.
It's one of the worst ones because of the way it interacts with fucking instinctual
combo.
Combo.
Yeah.
I said the Adele one nuke is good because Adele's cleave doesn't do that much damage, but Hero's Raging Blow does a fuckload of damage, and anytime you're not doing Raging
double
Blow,
mastery for Raging Blow.
I was thinking of the Adele one. That's what you were talking about. I thought it was
Adele one's good. Adele one's one of the, but like in terms of the design, like as hell, Adele one fits the class as one of the best ones that fits the class.
Yeah. Yeah, the hero one makes no sense. You waste like fucking so much of your combo. Whatever, bro. That shit lags double the duration anyways.
True.
Who cares?
Honestly, if they ever revisit like 5th job enhancements, which they should, they're probably just gonna make it last longer.
Yeah, they should. They should do that. That's a separate conversation though.
Yeah. But in terms of ranking this, I think it's
still 8, to be honest.
I was gonna say 7.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning closer to 7 than it is to 8, just because like the mobbing experience is pretty ass until you get higher Janus, but that's just like you can say that about every single class that has bad mobbing or bad experience until they have higher Janus.
Yeah, but
And I feel like
yeah, but
the safety of the
that's
mobbing,
exactly it. Yeah.
or the safety of the bossing is what I will make it be higher.
Because there are other classes that will go into Cernium and just full clear right away. No Janus.
Yeah, I feel like because buck bossing is like so safe, especially after 6 shot, because you just double tap Howling Fist. Like, I think that's what still pushes it to be. Like, I think the mobbing situation is so bad that I would put it lower than 7. But because the bossing is like solid, it keeps it at a 7. Is the way I see it.
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Okay, we put Paladin and fucking Mihao at 8 for post 260. There's no way I'm putting Buck lower than that.
Well, that's because like
I think those two classes just don't compare to Buck in terms of like playing experience.
Well, I
I'll
think.
be honest.
Okay, well, I'll argue for Paladin. I think Paladin's better the further you get into the game. That's why.
yeah,
That's
This
my
is
defense on Paladin.
the 260 experience like
Okay,
you start
fair.
you start party playing more with Paladin, you get more value out of your kit. When you're below 260, you're just like fucking soloing everything, or you're with like people that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
also
That's
Paladin
fine.
mobbing is a lot better now with Fallen Justice and like freaking Janus too. Like Janus level 1, like rocking Dusk as a Paladin,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing a lot better than a 260 buck in the same position, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's move on to party bossing. So, just for our reminders, people in the chat, party bossing is more focused towards like grandest bossing. All the other bosses we talk about in like these two, but we're mostly talking about grandest bossing. Thank you, Xcal. So I think Buck is really good in Saren. That's one thing, right? You can hit Saren like pretty much the whole time. But I think when you reach further and further bosses, its damage doesn't keep up with the other top tiers. Like if you have a Buck in your party, I don't think anybody's gonna, you know, like they're not gonna say no, but you're definitely not the top pick or top 10 pick.
I'd say
Maybe
it
top
has
20.
really niche value in specific team comms. Like obviously we know about Flag, but like there's some classes that can really abuse having the time leap. Like for example, like
Yeah.
Kana being able to just time leap the Vanquisher Charm again is really nice for burst.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really think of another class that would like really benefit from that though.
I think for the 3-minute burst meta, this is still like there's not many classes better than this. I'll be honest. Like if
You
you're
think
picking
so?
for DPS, huh?
You think so? For 3-minute burst meta, like you think Buck is like
Yeah.
a top tier pick in the party?
I wouldn't say like it's like
it's just support. Banner's like whatever.
No,
I don't
Banner's
think-
not just
I don't-
whatever. I feel like
Really?
I don't,
You think like the
it's a brain
IED
dead
from
pick.
Banner and stats that good?
I
I don't think it's a brain
Pink
dead pick.
Benny.
But if you take out all the brain dead pick ones, then this is definitely like the very next tier.
Okay, like Night Lord, Paladin, Nightwalker, Ho Young, Mercedes, Xenon,
Oh,
Kane.
just-
so-
okay, Paladin's not in that category. Paladin's not in that category. I'm talking about like pure like DPS slot.
Okay.
Like there are the obvious very good 3-minute burst classes that you'll pick, like Xenon, Nightwalker, Nightlord, Merc.
Mm-hmm.
What are ones?
Hayato.
3-minute. I just said 3-minute.
This guy's about to say like, oh, Hayato can play in 3-minute comp.
Bro, Dual Blade or Buck in the party?
Buck, 100%.
Depends who's the buck and who's the depends who's the buck and who's the DB.
Bro, if a Buck okay, that's fair.
Nah, this glaze is fucking crazy. This glaze is crazy. Okay, you taking just Pally or Tommy in the party?
Hey, how many times have you seen a buck fail a test in Saren? How many times have you seen a DB be the reason why you fail a test in Saren?
Bro,
Publia or
if you have that level of movement and you still fail tests, they're
Bro, are people
You're
still
getting
failing
kicked.
tests these days in 2024, like at the end game?
Yes!
There's no way, right? Like, we've been doing Saren for like 3 years.
you're not gonna be you're gonna be surprised. People are just going heads on into the arrows like all the fucking time. I'm like,
Talk about Saren. What arrows?
oh, Saren.
Yeah, Saren test.
Wait,
No, the people are failing calls tests. Too, as a
Saren
buck.
test? Who the fuck fails that shit?
Wait,
Yo,
you
I'm
guys
telling
said
you.
You guys said Saren. You said Saren. Why are you bringing
Yeah,
up
I said
Kalos?
Saren. No,
Okay,
because he heard test. Phil has
Okay.
selective hearing, bro.
Okay.
Bro, there's no way people still fail tests on Saren. There's no way.
DB
They
all day.
do,
Bucks are
man.
all clowns, according to.
Oh, careful now. Might get flagged.
Yeah, you're right. I'm actually gonna bleep that out. I swear to God, I will. I'm gonna write this down. 2850 in the recording. I'm gonna write this shit down, like straight up.
Okay, but no meme aside, like obviously you would take the buck. Like pirate flag is just like so nice. Time leap has very niche utility depending on the team comp. But for party bossing,
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, my number for party bossing is 7. Straight up.
Yeah, I still think it's a 7.
My number 7 only. Okay, so like we know that 8. You can get to 8 just purely off damage, right? We know that Buck isn't like a top tier damage, right? It's not like.
What's an 8 for damage
Night
then?
Lord.
Like just pure damage.
Okay, Night Lord.
Night was a 9. I'm telling you
think
this
so?
right now.
Okay, so you
Yes.
think Night Lord's damage is so exceptional that it could break past 8? Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
That's fine. That's fine. We could say something else
Yes.
is an 8 for damage. What's on 8 for damage then?
Yeah, that's my question. What's an 8 if you don't put Buck as 8 for
Hayato.
pure damage?
I mean, we could just put it at 7 for now. I'm also leaning towards 7.
Okay, I mean, I think either way, it's still a 7. Like, it doesn't have the damage to back it up. It has a little bit of support. Time leap on cooldown. Yep, exactly. What the fuck did you use it for, bro? Dice? Alright.
I mean, worst case scenario, use two AB links. Like that's literally the worst case scenario.
But what classes can actually abuse like a guarantee CD skip every 3 minutes though? Like, you know what I mean? Like obviously Kana, like what else is there?
Phantom.
Phantom for what?
I don't know, I'm just saying shit.
Talking Cartier Rose to try to get FD buff
Shad?
or something? Smokescreen, I guess.
Cadena?
No, so the point I'm trying
Kali?
to get at though, like there's like if you put Buck at 7, I don't think there's like a class that's in between this and like the classes you put in 9. Like you wanted the separate tier in 8.
Okay,
Like,
think
I agree,
Hoyoung.
like,
What about Hoyoung?
Hoyeon
I don't think Hoyoung's a 8.
Really?
Hoyeon has its own problems. That
Yeah.
class.
Well,
but
yeah.
The thing about Buck is that like you will never need to cater your like burst execution around this class ever.
That's
you
true,
say your burst, he's good for burst. Hoyeon, yeah, see you in 20 seconds.
Yeah, but Hoyoung, I think Hoyoung's damage makes up for it.
No, Hoyeon's damage is over 30 seconds. But Buck's 15 seconds, like Buck's instant burst is definitely higher than a lot of these classes you're thinking about.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buck's
that's
burst
fair
is
enough.
much more condensed than all of these other classes you think about. Adele's also 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Adele's
yeah.
15 seconds is not good.
Think about
Yeah,
it this
it
way.
is.
Imagine you weren't able to use Zonko within fucking Benny and Roar, right? Like,
Mhm.
like for Hoyoung, like the fucking the bat at the end when the cutscene ends, like they don't ever get
Yeah.
to use that within any Oz ring.
Yo, they could cut that shit short, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they could condense it, but have they? No.
That's fine. That's fine. We can just put it at 7 and move on.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, solo
Feel like-
bossing. Well, I think Buck has a crazy kit for solo bossing. Straight up.
I think it's minimum 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8 as well. I think the only thing holding it back is just raw damage output, straight up. But I think everything else is really good. It's got all the survivability it needs. It's got consistent damage, and it has good enough burst to break through burst walls.
I feel like for some reasons you guys seem to believe this class has a lot lower damage than me.
Well, you have a really strong buck. You know more. That's the first thing I said is you know the most out of this, so I am willing to respect their opinions more. You have
Well,
an
I said
in-game
8
buck.
to party. You was 7.
Okay, but we both said 7 though. You got like out jumped.
Like we can always revisit it, but I just feel like it's minimum 8.
Okay.
Like
Sure, we can put solo at 8. I think
because if you're saying Night Lord's 9, you're telling me Buck is on the same level as Night Lord for damage, for solo
No, I said-
bossing, or is, I don't know.
No. So. Yeah, I think. Okay. On a second, like if this class had like 5 to 8% more damage, I'll put it at 9 for solo. How about that?
Yeah.
As of right now, we can put it.
I'm
at
okay
8.
with that. I'm okay with that. Bro, this guy feels like you're disagreeing with me, and then he disagrees, and then he agrees with us. Like,
No, I think I think the issue is that like a lot of times, like because I haven't played my buck much after second mastery. I think a lot of the impressions I have is still like how it compares with other classes given mastery 1.
yeah.
But that's fine. We can put it as 8.
Okay, learning curve. Now, how heavily do you think that learning these little like buck movement tricks is important? Because I don't think it's that hard.
I don't think it's that hard at all.
It's not hard. That's why I put it as 3.
I think it's
Yeah.
way easier than like
I think
learning
it's
how to
so
weave.
easy. I think it's so easy and very forgiving. Like straight up.
because you can momentum stop
The whole
Like
class.
learning curve wise, like learning how these things are used and how they can be coupled together. That's not hard. You can get understand that in like an hour. But like using it well is a totally separate issue.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, but that's we're talking about learning curve though. Like just
Yeah,
learning.
that's why I said 3.
Yeah, I think 3 is fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with 3.
We can always revisit it. Like just learning how to do the super jump, that's like the basic thing. Learning how to use it well, that's like that can come afterwards. It's like kind of whatever, honestly.
Okay, not bad. Alright, last but not least, what do we think of the origin?
Animation
It
looks
was the worst
cool.
one. Animation is literally one of the worst one in the game.
I think it's one of the worst animations in the whole fucking game. Straight up. I think it's literally just a picture of a serpent, like that appears. And then they put a picture of a head, and then they put effects. Straight up.
I think it's alright. It gives me
It's
Power
by
Ranger
far one of the
vibes.
worst ones.
Power Ranger vibes? I mean, I guess.
I closed my eyes when I pressed origin.
Better
That's
than
crazy.
Night Lord? Yeah, I think Night Lord's the worst one in the whole game, but we're not talking about Night Lord. I think this one's might be bottom 3 though. Yeah, this shit's ass.
Yeah, it's bad. It's quite bad.
Honestly, I like the old one when it was a fucking Hanzo ulti. After it's just a fucking serpent traversing the screen.
Oh, I remember
Like,
that. Yeah,
like
yeah.
after the cutscene ends, it's just
Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, that was just literally like a fucking worm, like crawling through the screen.
it's the
Alaskan bullworm.
it's a Kana circle, but it's going left or right.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
All right, let's move on to Corsair. All right, again, Phil has the most Corsair experience out of the 3 of us. But I'm gonna start with 200 260. I think again 200 260 is really good on Corsair. Straight up, people are gonna like that you could full clear all these maps, these big ass fucking maps with your million broadsides and your crewmates and your little shitter boat and Death Trigger hitting the entire fucking map. So I think it's really good in that sense. And then in terms of the bossing on these lower level like baby bosses, I think having the ability to spam Brain Scrambler, getting these like big hits on a pretty low cooldown is really, really convenient, really nice.
Yo,
And the crewmates tanking your debilitating statuses, like, bro, it's kind of the same with the bug. People are gonna get hit by the head by like a Seaval rock and not know why they're not stunned, type shit. And
I think
dice,
that's-
obviously, bro. By the way, all these classes have dice. Every single one of these rat fucking classes has dice. By the way, just want to point that out.
I think this class is very polarizing for some people.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really good for people who just love micromanaging and just having so much shit to do. But for the people who just like want to be like one button like Explorer class, like this class is like the opposite end of what an Explorer class is, which is like super simple, straightforward,
player class.
fucking plug and play. Yeah, exactly. Like honestly, there's so many debuffs, so many summons. You have to reposition your summons so that they face towards the boss too. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot. And I feel like for how much work to put in, it's not really rewarding.
Yeah, it's very unnecessary. I think this class is like very unnecessary with the amount of shit that you have to do.
The experience for 260, I agree. I think it's really good for the mob.
I think mobbing is like mobbing experience feels like just the feel of it is significantly better than bossing. On this class.
I don't know. Brain Scramble is pretty. I get dopamine when it gets cooldown reset.
Yep.
Yeah, except for that shit is being nerfed 3 times at this point.
Yeah, because it was stronger than a 5th job skill. A lot of 5th job skills. And you can see.
You mean bot? Yeah.
I mean,
No,
more like
feels too
Honda.
funny, bro.
Bot.
Nah, feels too funny, bro.
Anyways.
I would give it.
Bro, it has built-in Soul Janus with that trigger.
I think it's. I'm like stuck on like 7 or 8.
I'll say 7 just because this is definitely not for everyone.
Yeah,
this is
it
100%
isn't.
not for everyone.
That's true. That is true. This definitely isn't for everyone. I could easily see people not liking this shit. I could see somebody not liking it for as simple as the glide. Straight up.
Yeah, the up jump is
Like
really
something as
finicky.
simple as that. They could not
No,
like it.
The up jump is really finicky.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like your typical up jump.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like okay. A lot of these things on this class is like it's not intuitive why like your it's not as intuitive to you why like a certain control on the class is like clunky.
Yeah, you won't realize why. You have to like mess around.
Yeah.
It's got the recall shot, which is pretty nice, but
Yeah. I don't think people use that much for 260.
Dude, it's also a hurricane class.
Yeah.
That's like very unique.
Hurricane class, but it's so fucking short, dude.
Yeah.
It's very
and
short.
You move so
and
slow.
It's short and there's a weird hitbox where it only starts hitting a certain range in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. It's so weird.
So sometimes you'll be on a boss and try to hit it, and then you realize your hits are not landing, and you have to back off a little bit.
Yeah, because you have so many summons hitting it, like you actually don't.
Yeah, it's just like these minor things that worsen the experience of the class for a lot of people, in my opinion.
Dude, this might go down to 6
It's
for
like
me.
very small quality of life issues that this class has.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. It is Hurricane class. You can't move with it. I think the moves, you don't even get bonus move speed when you're using it either.
No, you don't.
The Hurricane is so short too. Honestly, yeah, it might be a 6 angle.
Dude, it might go
honestly.
down to 6 for me. Ike.
Oh, I said 7, but I'm down to move to. I think overall it might be a 6, but like just because like how brain dead the farm is, regardless of you knowing how to play the class or not, it probably worth a 7. But I'm most okay with 6 as well.
Okay.
It's like for a range class, it's so short, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like why it's not even like rewarding at the same time. Like Night Lord is pretty like medium range until you start bursting. Then you gotta be melee, but you get rewarded for being melee, right? But for like Corsair, it's like there's no reward.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not punished for being melee.
I guess. I guess that's another way of looking. But
yeah.
All right, let's talk about 260 plus. Did you want something to say?
Nah, it's good. We're good.
Okay. 260 plus. So you get your origin, you get your masteries. Brain Scrambler is still not boosted, by the way, which is a massive amount of their damage they don't have yet, which is crazy. Like, that's fucking insane. And then farming and Grandis on this class. Is it easy to
It was
one-shot
bad
with the
before
ships or
Mastery
no?
2. I think it was bad before Mastery 2. Like, not the best before Mastery 2 because your summons can't do enough damage until like you have very, very good gear. But I think now Second Mastery added. Actually, I don't think I'm not. I'll have to ask Hong. Jackson is in the chat. Okay, I think Second Mastery also doesn't help too much because those two battleships is not the summons that you have damage issue with. It's the other summons that you have damage issue with.
It's not the broadsides. It's a little like shitter, like tiny shit.
Yeah, the little boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one does nothing, bro. And the hitbox on it is so dog shit too.
What's the cooldown on the fucking ricochet thing? Is it called death trigger?
Death trigger? Yeah, 45
Death trigger.
seconds?
40 seconds?
45
Bro, death trigger is crazy, bro.
45.
That skill is crazy. Bro, we actually got
That
3
skill-
shares in the chat.
That skill is basically headshot on steroid every 45 seconds.
On a
Bro,
single
it's Soul
target, right?
Janus.
True?
I feel like the 260 mobbing experience, I think it evens out because you're probably a dust gamer for a while, and then you have so many summons to keep proccing dust. Like, I think this is one of the few classes that actually procs dust twice every wave consistently.
Yeah, straight up. Because you're hitting the whole map at the whole time. The entire time.
Bro, I don't think this class will want to use
No, they
use,
won't. They'll never use the ball.
ball.
There's no reason
Because-
to.
And they need to like place 6 summons. I'm not doing that shit. Like, literally not doing that shit.
Bro's got a whole
Every
fucking,
1
like,
minute, you're spending 20 seconds of the 1 minute placing your summons. Like, I ain't doing that shit.
You're playing fucking tower defense, dude.
Yeah, you're playing a
it's
tower
literally
defense game.
at that time.
You're playing
You're
tower
playing
defense.
Yeah.
So, what do we think of 260 bossing? Like, let's say like C10 or BM on this class.
I think this class is still missing like two very big skills for its damage. Two very big masteries for its damage.
Brain Scrambler and what else?
The scurvy summons, whatever the fuck that shit is called.
Oh,
What, the crewmates?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I mean, that's actually so sad.
Yeah. However, though, I believe this class's origin skill has a very short animation and it only lasts 15 seconds. So it's like kind of good for burst, but I also don't think the damage is like that impressive.
What about ugly bomb boost?
Isn't that the hyper?
Yeah.
I don't. Bro, be honest. Do people even have that shit on their keyboard?
I do,
Bro,
because I just don't know how to play the class.
Dude, I do too, because I don't know shit.
Yeah, I literally don't press that skill.
I think
yeah,
the origin is fine because all your summons are hitting anyways. It's not like it's just a cutscene and you're waiting for damage to happen.
Yeah.
Things are already happening
yes,
still.
yes.
It's like Adele,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
you know,
But better, bro.
it just doesn't have like the same damage as Adele.
Yeah. I think this is one of those classes that's like, just like Adele, Arc, and all those classes, it has like a lot of skill that makes up their damage distribution. So like with like how slowly they're releasing mastery skills, it's just gonna be one of those classes that's just fall short until they have all the skills boosted. Right.
They just have to find an origin cancel for this class, and it'll be crazy.
That's true. No.
animation is already very short
Until
for the
Brain
class,
Scrambler
though.
gets boosted, I don't think this class will be that crazy. Until it get Brain Scrambler boost.
I agree.
That's like the
I
one
agree.
thing, bro. That's the final piece they need.
It's Exodia.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. It's Exodia.
Bro,
it's like the
bro,
Exodia
bro.
head.
Imagine if like the scurvy summon mastery is adding another scurvy summon, and then they can tank status 3 times, literally like Foxfire.
Yep.
Nope, it's more like the fucking fishes now from Shade.
Okay.
So Foxfire's nerfed.
That's true. All right. So what would we give it at 260 plus?
I put a 7.
What do we give Buck? 7? You think it's like the same as
Yeah.
Buck? I think it's around the same as Buck as well.
Yeah, I mean, it also gives flag and
I feel like a Buck is a little better, to be honest with you. If you guys want to go, Like if like I'm down
Because
to
I
give
don't-
Corsair
I
a
don't think-
6, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
I think 6 is fair.
I'm down. I'm down.
That's fine. Okay. All right, let's talk about party bossing on Sair. So
I got
I mean-
I got 0 data on this one, dude.
I mean, it's just worse than Buck.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, in terms of like support, like they got the same shit, but it's just weaker, bro. And more annoying.
Bro.
Bro, imagine, bro, what the fuck is Broadside gonna do in Kalos, bro?
Yo, Chipity Charles. Chip the whole fucking Chip family.
Bro, throw the you have better luck getting Broadside aiming at the fucking left and right systems, trying to shoot them instead. Like, than trying to hit Kalos. Like, they're like, wait, you guys said to shoot left and right. Like, that's what I'm doing. They put Broadside left and right.
Yeah, I don't think the party boss is that good. Although I will say though, I think this class is quite a bit better in Limbo. No, I'm just talking about within this class itself. It's quite a bit better within Limbo than all the other bosses, just because like this is like a very DPM heavy class. This is a very DPM heavy class that relies on Summit to be hitting all the time and hitting with Brain Scrambler all the time. So not really a class that's favoring burst meta.
Okay,
Bro,
let's be real
but
though,
it's not even just
Kalos-
burst meta though. It's just bosses that move around a lot in general. Like this shit.
I think endgame
struggles.
Like, do you guys don't you guys have the
No.
feeling like the endgame bosses these days don't move as much as like those old bosses?
I feel like
depends. I
Kalos
think
is
it just
a bad
depends.
matchup.
I
Like,
think-
so many classes have bad matchups with Kalos, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, Kalos is a big part of the endgame though. Like you're doing Kalos for a long time.
A
Easy
very
Kalos,
big
Summer
part.
Kalos,
Like,
Chaos Kalos. Like that. It's
Yeah,
you're never
3 pieces of
escaping
your
this dude,
endgame
bro.
items from this single boss.
Yeah, like
That's
you're
true.
never escaping Kalos. Like you're doing that shit for so long, unless you're like Tommy and Phil, or you finish your fucking Eternals. Like I
haven't
guess
finished. I think you were just talking about Tommy. Or
What
Sam
I will
Tommy.
say though is like
any of Aurora 5.
obviously like with calling, like she doesn't fucking really move. But also like in Sarah, like Sarah moves a lot, but you're mostly in the corner hugging anyway. So
No,
it actually is-
Saren's whatever. It's not as bad. Or you could even put the broadsides in the middle, and it'll probably hit Saren.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I'm more talking about like Kaling P1, Kalos. I mean, yeah, mostly those two.
No, like the only bad matchup for
All I'm saying is
is just
I
Bird.
put the
for
shit at
calling.
6. This class is definitely like a full angle.
I think, to be honest with you, I might even go 5, bro.
Bro, Shock's party has like that guy that Corsair in Shock's party is like one of the strongest Corsair on the server. And him and Shock's, those people I'm saying right now, they're just getting carried by Nightwalker. They're straight up getting carried by Nightwalker. I ain't capping.
Yeah, I mean, but
Bro, I remember
it's
this.
flag
I remember
and
this.
smokescreen on a Nightwalker, yo.
I remember now. Their comp for first Seek House clear, it was a Dawn Warrior, Bishop, Kana, and Shock's Corsair and the Nightwalker. I think the Nightwalker did as much damage as Shock's and the Corsair combined.
I think GDS does more than all of Sarah.
GG man, GG.
Straight up. Okay, I'm willing to go 6 though.
Is it actually 6? Fuck, goddamn.
Yeah, I said
It might be a
5, but
angle.
like,
the more we talk about it, the more it sounds like a 5 angle.
bro, it offers a little support, bro. That might save it, bro.
Okay, let's just say it got the brain scrambler. What does that push it up to?
7 maybe. Oh, maybe
I
6.
think if I actually have Brain Scrambler, I'm willing to put it at 7.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Like, we can't say that.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I mean,
Bro, Brain Scrambler before. Okay, so before they, I don't know how much is it before the 6 shop. I'm pretty sure at some point before 6 shop, that shit was like 30% of the BA. Like straight up, that one skill you press like, you guaranteed the damage. You just press once every 5 seconds. It's like 30% of the BA. But yeah,
I
anyway,
mean, yeah, I don't really have
shit is
like
five.
an argument for it to be higher or lower, honestly.
Shit is
Okay.
5.
Let's run the 5. All right, solo busing, bro. It's just fucking inferior, bro. Oh, you're doing what I'm doing. You're using my strat, but inferior, I guess. Like to Buck, straight up. It's just inferior, bro.
Yeah, I don't think I have an argument for that.
What are the cooldowns of this class?
What do you mean cooldowns?
So death trigger's 45.
Yeah.
What about the other skills?
The
It's about to be
Nautilus
Tommy's
Strike,
stream title, bro.
Nautilus Assault is 180, and the fucking the spinny thing. I think the bullet party is whatever the fuck that skill's called.
Yeah,
75.
like,
That shit is 75, and then
what the fuck? Why is it 75? I didn't even know there was another 75-second cooldown in the game. I thought
wait,
it was
what
just
was the
last
other
resort.
skill? Like, wait, doesn't this what's the fourth skill?
Bro,
I don't know. You
that
played
3
this
minute,
class.
no? 3 minutes?
No, there's the Nautilus Assault. That's one.
Not assault,
that's-
death trigger, the spinning thing. What's their fourth V?
Yeah, that's
Assault's
what I'm
3
thinking.
minutes. Nah, this class
Wait,
is
what's-
so ass, bro. The more that I think about it,
Oh yeah, the iframe. It's the iframe. It's the iframe. It's a
Target
30-second cooldown iframe. That skill actually does
so
a lot of
ass,
damage.
bro.
After they buffed it like a couple times, it actually does a lot of damage.
hop your
But still, it's
75
iframe, though.
seconds, guys. Last resort.
But it's quite bad. It's bad.
and Sonic
Like even
Blow.
even a 3-minute skill, Nautilus Assault, that 3-minute skill, it does so little damage for a 3-minute skill. It's like sad how much damage it does for a 180-second skill.
Wait, so for the 75-second skill, like how do you just when do you use that? Every 90 or what?
Yeah, every 90.
So weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Okay, I can see why you guys are putting it at 6 or 5. I mean, the cooldowns
Alright.
in this class just don't make sense.
Yeah, they don't. The just replacing your summon is just annoying as fuck. Like, to be honest with you, like that alone, like just constantly replacing summons is annoying as fuck. Straight up. When you could just
Agreed.
fucking play Buck and hold down Octopunch.
You guys think this is a 5 again or even lower?
Solo bossing, I think.
I think solo is better than party. Like you're not as cucked in solo.
Yeah. I mean, you're in solo bossing. You don't have to like. Yeah, it's not as bad. Party, there's just so many more variables in party that make things annoying. I think it's maybe a 6.
Yeah, 6
I don't
to
think it's a
7.
7.
Fine. I don't. Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. It's a 6 angle.
All right, learning curve. I don't think this class is hard
Minimal.
to play.
Minimal.
You literally just
Yeah.
place your summons and hold down your hurricane and press your shit when it's up. Like, it's
I
very
think the biggest
straightforward.
learning curve is just learning why you didn't die or didn't get stunned.
Yeah, learn why. you
Learning how to
glide,
abuse. Yeah, learning how to abuse your scurvy summons and learning how to like you have like 2 ways to move. Your glide and the back like recoil
recoil
shot, whatever
shot.
the fuck, and how to combo
Mhm.
them. Like that's all you have to learn. That's all.
The thing is, you have to get used to replacing summons, I guess. Like, that's like another thing. You have to
It's
keep.
probably
I
like
think
to-
that's
there's-
learning. That's just like
No, it's definitely harder than Buck in IMO for sure.
Oh, it's harder than Buck?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think
There's
so.
no way. There's no way, bro. What the fuck? Buck
it
is
might
so
be.
brain
It
dead.
might be more. It might be more poor and more annoying. I don't think it's harder though. And because you have a real iframe too on this class. That's on a short cooldown.
Yo, I don't know why we're arguing like battle of like the fucking mids here. Like,
3
they're
and
both
4?
easy as
Yeah,
fuck.
true.
Like, they're both
I put it
easy
at
as
3.
fuck.
So
I think it's easier. Or I mean, fuck, I don't know.
I just put it at 3. I think they're equally as trivial.
That's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Fine by me.
I just feel like there's more.
I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to give it too much thought unless we're putting it above 5. Because
Dude.
then like
This chart's so funny looking.
There's just more
capped
reading
out,
to be
literally
done.
hard capped at 6.
There's just more reading to be done on Corsair than I feel like.
Shit is hard capped at 6.
Aw, Sarah's so sorry, bruh. Sarah's so sorry. Now, here's the thing
Dude,
that's
this is
really
the
cool
definition
about
of
Sarah,
a
though.
fall. Like this is literally
They-
like a sorry fall.
Their origin is sick, though. That's like the redeeming factor, bro.
Oh yeah, this animation is cool.
Origin is so good, bro.
You know why though? Because they literally own the ship. Like you know that they own the ship.
Yeah, they're literally called captain, bro.
Buck and CM is just on his ship.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking running on the coattails.
Bro, like Sarah's the main pirate, like straight up. That's the pirate, like that's the pirate class, straight up. Captain,
Yeah.
bro.
True.
Taicho.
Yep.
Captain. Alright, next.
All right, next. Cannon Master, bro. Okay, 200 260 on CM, early game CM. Honestly, I don't think that's as good as the other ones early game, straight up.
Early game? Yeah,
Yeah.
based on, well, relatively speaking, based on my own ranking, is also not as good because,
Mhm.
like, being hitboxed pure horizontal, like literally vertical hitbox, that shit is fucking ass.
And then even using the nuclear option iframe. You know how many times I've heard people complain about how it's so weird, like they don't know how the iframe works. Like just
It is
little
weird.
shit like that makes you feel like weird about the class, even though the iframe's actually really good, right? Like it's actually a really really good iframe, but people just think it's like, yeah, like it's clunky. Exactly, like it just feels really weird. It's something you have to get used to. Another thing is well, they made the bullets a lot easier now. You don't have to like trail the boss towards the bullets anymore like that. So that's
but
really,
still,
really
like
good.
it's the same issue as Tommy said. For these 90-second classes, it's just very fucking annoying. Where 90 seconds, it's not a guaranteed 90 second, and sometimes like when you're early game, you just don't know. You're just not experienced enough to know like when and how you should properly execute a 90 second.
Bro, you shoot your bullet, Damien TPs to you, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Shit like that, bro.
And these, the Buck one is much more guaranteed. Like the Howling Fist is much more
The
guaranteed.
Howling Fist hits the whole map, like straight up.
It's FMA, and yeah, and you can execute, and it's like instant.
I will say though, I feel like the bullets being resolved in 4 seconds of damage now compared to what it was before, like 7.5 or whatever. Definitely makes it more consistent though.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's really
it
good.
definitely does, but like you still can't solve the fact like if you throw the bullets out and boss TPs, you're just fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a 90-second class. Like this class in 90 seconds is significantly high. It has the highest 90-second damage in the game.
Really?
Its mini burst is the highest in the entire game.
What about Tempest?
Which means this is also like a double-edged sword. Which means like if you're not hitting your 90-second, it's really fucked for this class.
Yeah, but also like because it's 90-second, I feel like it's also more forgiving because the cooldown's lower. Like that's like,
oh yeah,
it's not as bad as missing Mercedes fucking Urkala's Wrath. You know what I mean?
but that shit is impossible to miss though.
Yeah, you have a bind to guarantee.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Actually, bind doesn't even line up with the shit because it's 90 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
And also, I think this class is very like early game. I also think early game this class is quite lackluster when you don't have the roar.
Yeah.
It's one of those classes. Like actually, if you don't have roar, this is just really suboptimal.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this class early game, like it needs shit. It needs shit to get good. Like straight up.
Oh yeah, and attack inner and all that stuff. Like
yeah, attack speed, all that.
I think
shit,
crit
bro.
rate too.
I doubt crit rate's that important these days.
I don't think it is anymore. But back when I played it, I still needed roll for crit rate. I don't think you need it anymore. But whatever.
It is fun though. Yeah, Jordan's right. It's fun. I love playing it. It's still just fun, low-key. The triple up jump is very fun.
This class like just needs a few quality life adjustments, and it's gonna be so fucking good.
Yeah, but you see what happened this time though. Like instead of like going like actually fixing the class with quality of life, they were like, okay, what can we do what's the minimum effort we can put into this class to like stop people from complaining? Slap 60% FD on the biggest skill that this class has, and just ignore the fact that this class still has shit quality of life.
Yeah. That's literally what they do. Like they'll just buff you, bro. That's what they've been doing to Hayato since forever, bro. They just like buff the shit out of it, so we just stop complaining. But it still has shit quality of life. Whatever though.
Yeah. They don't want to like solve the root cause. They just want to band it fix so people don't complain. But anyways.
Or what kind of number you think it should get?
I don't think it's lower than 6. I think for it to go lower than 6, like it will have to be something that you really don't want to play in the early game. Like the early game, just like
Yeah,
really,
like Blaster.
really bad. Like, it's very suffering to get through. I think this is just like not it just.
I don't think it's lower. It cannot be lower than 6, like, cause the monkey.
Yeah, it's just a little struggling. Like you're not getting like as good of a breathe of an experience as some of the other classes, but it's still like very manageable and.
Bro, you know what's the other thing? Monkey Militia does 0 fucking damage when you're early.
It's good for mobbing though, right?
It's
Bro,
fine for mobbing.
For
When you're
260?
It's only gotten better now because mob HP is lower, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine nowadays, yeah. But I think this class just really shines from 6th job and onward, like straight up. Like it needs it so bad.
Yeah, I think this is
also kind of unrelated, but you guys remember when we had a survey that allowed us to choose like the translated names of 5th job skills? I swear, I thought Super Monkey Business was one of the ones that won. Why is it?
There's summons. Isn't it still called Monkey Business? Isn't it still called Super Monkey Business? Whatever.
You said Monkey Militia though. Is it?
No, I'm talking about Monkey Militia. Monkey Militia is their little. That's their little baby summons, the tiny monkeys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm talking about the ones that just fucking pulls up the crew and it just things are.
No, those are good. Those are that skill's really good.
Okay.
That skill is really good, yeah. But I think it's a 6.
Yeah, I'm okay with 6.
Damn. Okay. Like this shit the same as Corsair, really?
Yeah, but for different reasons though.
Yeah,
like think about it. Bazooka only hits one fucking platform. Like you know how shit that feels? And like when you have like almost the entire roster of the game that could double plat and you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, 260 plus. I think this gets significantly better.
I mean, it just gets way better. It just gets way stronger, straight up. The class just gets way stronger. Like, it gets a huge damage increase.
Also a class that ate a lot with second mastery.
Yeah, it gets way stronger. I mean, I think its training is fine as well, even in Grandis.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely fine.
Does the burst... What's it called? Does their mobbing skill get boosted?
Well, they get like they get a lot of they get a lot of shit boosted. They get like their summons boosted and shit too.
Because the main complaint is that the vertical hitbox is shit. So I was wondering if it got boosted so that it gets increased.
So it's wild though. It's now as it stands now, it's just a better 2 summon classes than the thieves now, because the boosted anchor from Mastery 2 is just a better version of Dark Flare.
Right, but what about the bazooka itself? Did it get a hitbox change?
I don't remember.
I think you rely on the fact that like Sega Mastery also boosted. You know how like they added in with Destiny, they added skill where when you attack there's the bomb that shoots upwards now.
Yeah, the mortar.
That thing is also boosted. Yeah, that thing is also boosted with Sega Mastery.
Yeah, so they did get Zuka boosted, yes, at their second mastery. Like they got Zuka, right? Yeah, Zuka, Anchor, the passive like that procs that Phil's talking about, and Nautilus Strike with their second. Yeah,
mastery. The Zuka's not a straight line anymore. It's like a triangle going allwards, right?
Yeah, it's more like a triangle shape. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a blast.
I have the second mastery pulled up here.
Yeah, it's definitely the y-axis is quite a bit better. It can definitely blast.
Oh,
I think
it spreads out more. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in like those TT3 and TT1 maps you can triple plat, maybe.
Okay.
Same length, the larger vertical. Yeah, exactly. So I think it just gets a lot better in every department. Its mobbing gets better. Its 6 job is really good. For what it gives to the class, like a lot of the quality of life issues, stuff like that, addressed in the 6 job. And then on top of that, its origin got a good buff too.
Yeah, 10% FD I think from the line split.
Yeah, so like.
I also like I'm pretty sure because like to be honest, like kind of barrages doesn't do that much damage. So this is also one of those classes like as long as your monkey business is going, you summon your monkey business, you throw out your 3 bullets, and you just go into origin animation. You're not losing any damage. It's just the added origins damage on top of it. The damage that you already have.
And your origin guarantees all your burst hitting, so it's like all that shit is just like really really good for the burst. And then in terms of 260 plus bossing, like C10E Black Mage, I think it does fine in all of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like Gloom, you can hit it the entire time. Darknell is not too difficult for it.
Movement. Kit-wise, you have good movement, and you have a real iframe on short cooldown, as long as you know how to do it.
It's like a 25-second cooldown, and it's a 2-part iframe too.
Yeah, it's really long iframe for its. It's very long duration iframe, to be honest, with the amount of like
give it its cooldown. Yeah.
If you use it correctly, but yeah.
Yeah, because if you spread that cooldown over like a minute, like that's like a 3-second iframe, or maybe even longer, like 4-second iframe over a minute. That's a Kitakiri strike, and that iframe's really good. And it does damage. It does damage too.
Yeah, a lot of damage. That skill does a lot of damage.
What do you guys want to rate this then?
Might be an 8 angle.
Yeah, probably an 8. I'd say an 8.
Okay. I don't really have a dispute about that. I'm not really sure.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, party boss. So let's talk about endgame party bossing on CM. Well, it got a lot better recently.
I don't think this class has bad matchups in Grandest bossing.
Yeah, it doesn't have any. It has, I mean, it has the highest burst out of the 3 pirates. 3-minute burst out of the 3 pirates. Both highest 3-minute and highest what do you call it? 6-minute.
Better support
and 90
too.
second.
Yep, and better support. You got Monkey Magic, bro. Throw that in there.
This class, I believe everything added together, like Monkey Magic plus Banner. Plus
they really gotta remake
the Pool Maker.
That skill is fucking dog shit.
It's around 6 to 7 FD. Like if you combine all this it's 6 to 7 FD.
Yeah, but
that's not
who's
bad.
Actually going out of their way? Like it's RNG.
Me, bro.
You just hope it lands on you, and then pause.
I'm pressing up on that shit.
They have to rework that skill. That's what I meant by like this class is.
That's
few qualifications away from being good.
That shit needs to be reworked. Actually.
Yeah, it does need to be reworked. That shit needs to just be like automatic, bro. Like.
Yeah, that thing also needs to be a 90-second instead of like 60-second skill.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I also know a skill that should be like that. But
Last resort.
Okay, yeah. It's fair. If we put this as 8 for party bossing, I'm fine with keeping Bucket 7. Perfect.
Yeah. I was gonna say 8. Like I wasn't gonna go 9.
In party, this is just slightly better than. Well, actually, considering the party utility, it's quite like it's actually a bump higher than Buck.
Yeah. I think definitely it's an 8.
I think 8 makes a lot of sense.
This
thing gets giga fucking value in calling. It has a good enough 90-second damage for Kalos too, where you're only bursting every 30 anyways, or every 3 minutes, sorry. And it has added value in X Kalos when you're doing double burst per segment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Solo bossing. Let's talk about solo bossing. I mean,
I think this is one of those classes that solo boss. This is one of those classes that solo bossing is actually not as good as the party bossing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I don't think its kit is as good as the other ones for solo bossing necessarily. Now, it kind of just depends what you're doing, I guess. So if you're solo bossing and you're doing your regular weeklies, oh my god, it's so good. Like you have so many short cooldowns that can just blow up all the little baby weeklies. But when you're doing the whole gauntlet, like the higher tier bosses, I think the other classes just have better kits for them, straight up. Well, at least Buck does.
What I will say is that this class is definitely a lot more rewarding for the effort that you put in compared to like,
100%.
Corsair. Like when you because that was like the skill gap back then when the bullets were uncapped on lines. Like you would just
I feel like lure the boss in
top left corner of Gloom to the top right, bro.
Exactly. You were actually like, baiting the boss to TP on you or like just run towards you, right? As the bullets are passing by, like that's still something that you kind of have to do during your mini burst, depending on the boss, right? But it's not always viable, obviously. It doesn't always go your way, but Like compared to like Corsair, like at least for like Cannon Master, if you're able to put in that work and it just works out, you do get rewarded a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure, it's definitely better than Corsair solo bossing. I feel like, is it better than Buck? I think just because of the 90-second differences. Yeah, I don't think so. Like
I don't think so either.
The 90-second, the Ninny Burst is just so. It's such a big turn off in solo boss.
Yeah,
Buck
exactly.
is very, very much designed for solo bossing.
Yeah, it's so good for that. So I think CM gets like a 7.
Sure.
Yeah, I think 7 makes sense.
Learning curve. I think it's also easy.
It was also non-existent.
Yeah, it's also a
Especially
very
now.
easy class.
With all the recent changes to this class, I like all the things that you just talked about, like how to like use the bullet properly nowadays. That shit is gone.
Because it resolves so fast now in 4 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
2.5 second. I'll like to remind you.
It's 2.5?
I'm pretty sure it's 2.5.
That's so fast.
Wait, if it's 2.5, then why is it hard to do the 90?
I mean, your boss can literally just like disappear.
Yeah, but there's a cooldown on the disappear though.
Yeah. So like, well, fuck. Never mind.
A lot of people surprisingly fuck the burst. Interesting. Wait, what happened to him?
Nothing. He just has an invalidated opinion for a few minutes for now. But I feel like if it resolves in 2.5, isn't that the same thing as AB? Isn't AB's Dragon Mascot 2.5 now?
AB is 1.8. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Sonic Blow's 2.5. No.
Yeah, Sonic Blow is 2.5.
It's like
Wait,
2.5.
Let me double check. I just want to make sure something.
I thought Sonic Blow was 3.
2.5. Sonic Blow is 2.5.
Yeah, I think it's 2.5. So it's like you don't see people whiffing Sonic Blow, so like I feel like, oh maybe you do, but at least if you whiff Sonic Blow, you do have like the cooldown.
I've seen some Sonic Blow whiffs, bro.
But I don't know if it's actually 2.5 seconds to get all the bullet lines off. But then what the fuck? That's way easier than Dual Blade. What?
You'll have your moment, bro.
I don't know the actual number. I thought it was 2.5, but it might be 4. Anyway.
I thought it was 4. There's no way it's 2.5.
Let's just say it's 4.
Sure. I mean, still, I think the learning curve is still easy as
You know what
shit.
else is also a 4, bro? The learning curve.
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
I think there's a lot less reading for this class compared
Yeah.
to Corsair.
What
think
do we
like
think of its origin?
It's solid.
Giant nuke.
I
It's
mean,
solid.
fits the theme.
It's like
Not
Adele.
not my cup of tea, but fits the theme.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Moab in
It's definitely
Bloons.
like something that they actually animated though, compared to like the Buck one. Like they even added particle effect there. Like, see?
Yeah, they did. They
like
did
the-
add particle effects.
Alright, but which village got blew up? You know, where were they firing that thing at?
Kerning City, bruh.
Damn.
That shit
Nah,
went from the Nautilus to Kerning City, bro.
No, that's gotta be Hennesis, dude. That's why we got ruined Hennesis.
Need the monkey to ride it. Yeah, if the monkey was riding it, that shit would be chills. Edmonton?
No, but then the monkey died, no?
Leloucha Kingdom.
Dude, the monkey already died on the fish shot bullet.
Yeah.
No, it's just going off screen, dude.
And die.
Brampton. Toronto.
Anyways. Who's next?
Alright. TB.
I know people a lot of meme on this class, but this class is actually fucking strong. After
Yeah, it's good. I've
actually
been
fucking
watching Revy and like it's good. It's legit good. Like
6-minute burst class though. That does no damage in every 2-minute burst.
Okay, its party play might not be speaking, but its solo play is.
Sure.
All right, I mean, that's why we have categories, bro. All right, 200 to 260. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really good. Now, here's the only thing about this class is it's spammy.
Yes.
That
So
could be a complete like you cannot cross that line if people play it. Like some people do not want to play spammy classes straight up.
Good for carpal tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
You
I think that's
deadass
very important.
You need a fucking keyboard that has turbo, or your fingers are dead.
Yeah, actually. Wu-Ting. It's spammy. Like that could be a complete turn off for people. So keep that in mind. If you're watching this and you want to play a Thunderbreaker, it's a spammy class. Like you're gonna have to fucking spam whatever the swirly one is and the big lightning bolt one. The overarching lightning bolt one. So
You guys wouldn't know this, but if Revy ever showed off his forearms, they'd be fucking jack.
yeah.
This guy runs culvert like 10 times a week minimum, trying to get like the highest culvert he can. And this guy's just fucking mashing his keys. Like he's got jacked fucking forearms, dude. I just know.
Revy grabbing your throat. Anyways, 200 to 260 is really good. The only thing I have to say is that it's spammy, but its movement is very, very, very fun. Moves very, very fast. And has no problem one-shotting.
7.
No problem.
It's a 7. If not for the fact that it's giga fucking spammy, it would be 8. Otherwise, it's 7.
I think the spammy takes away more than that, but I'm okay with a 7. Because it's really spammy to me. Like, you know, I play Hydro. Hydro's kind of spammy too, but even when I play TB, like,
Bro,
it's a
you're
lot.
pressing different keys though. This class is literally like pressing 2 keys back and forth.
Yeah, I'm more like playing the piano when I play Hydro, to be honest, yeah.
It's like you're playing Shadower, but like you're playing an uptick of 2.5 times more. You know, like Cruel Stab into like Mass Explosion. It's like the same thing. You're doing Anchor into the Shark.
Yeah. I'm okay with 7 though.
7.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, 260 plus.
The mobbing gets even better.
Less spammy.
It gets even better because, from what Revy told me, or like from what he said, the second mastery core lowers the cooldown of the fucking sea ball, the little ball that flies out, even more. I think.
Yeah.
So that thing just helps you clear the map really easily. Because you're just spamming left and right and spamming your anchor and the shark thing. So
but it's bugged, yeah.
You're just spinning out the balls left and right while you're mobbing.
Yeah.
So the mobbing gets even better. Like, even outside of Soul Janus, the mobbing gets even better, from what I understand. For the bossing experience though, like when you're doing like, what kind of bosses are we doing in? Like just
like let's just say C10 and
Saint and Lua, right?
And Black Mage Lua, yeah. Pre Grandis.
The movement on this class is fucking absolutely insane. It's just like Kaiser.
Yeah. It's really, really good movement. So therefore you have crazy survivability. And uptime. We could also talk about its origin for its bossing. Its origin is super good.
Yes, it's really good.
The toilet, super good.
It's really, really good now because it keeps proccing like one of their skills over and over again. I think this origin does like 2,000 lines or something.
That's a lot. That's fucking a lot, bro. I remember when it got buffed, Revy's covert was like higher with like no buffs or some shit. Like it was like insane the amount his shit went up. Just because of his origin. Okay. So what do we think?
I think it just has to be everything just gets better. So it has to just be an 8.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Everything just gets
I'm
better.
okay with that as well.
Let's talk about party bossing.
Yikes! I don't think it's as bad as we think it is.
No, it's definitely not. It's easy to make fun of, but it's definitely not.
Like if we're talking about like 2-minute comp, it definitely does what it needs to do.
Speed
It's
infusion.
its biggest fucking counter is Carlos, but
Yeah,
during the
yeah,
origin
yeah.
burst, it does what it needs to do during the 6-minute burst. But like, after that, like in the non-origin burst, it's really really lackluster.
Dude, the thing is, it's like we said earlier, like Kalos is just so relevant in the game. Like it's more relevant than fucking Saren and Kaling. Like that's the thing. Like, so like a lot of the Kalos performance weight is like just really important because you're doing it for so long. And if you just can't perform in Kalos other than burst, right? Because it only does really crazy in the origin burst. Every other circumstance other than that is like lackluster. But it's something like Saren, for example, it's really good. Kaling, I think it's fine, right? Like it's really good in Kaling too. So like, I wouldn't worry about those.
I would say good in Kalin is just fine. I honestly don't think there's a boss in this class like good. It's just like serviceable.
Okay, so you TB or fucking. Never mind. Go ahead.
I don't remember how much Thunderbreakers are missing out because the second Master Core is bugged right now. Because I don't really know how much damage the balls do in first place, but the second mastery is supposed to lower the cooldown of it by or something.
No, so like the real issue with the class, there's nothing wrong with this class's kit or
it's just the numbers,
really skills itself. It's just the fact that it's 2-minute and DPM.
Yeah.
With really just one big burst that's every 6 minutes. But otherwise, it's a 2-minute DPM class, which is like really not ideal.
It's better than Kaiser.
I was gonna say
Yes.
TB or Kaiser.
Yeah, it's better than Kaiser.
Okay, then it's not even that bad then.
What did we give Kaiser?
I don't remember. You can check the tab though.
Bro, these blaster. Oh my god. Kaiser was a 2.
Give Kaiser a 2, bruh.
I don't think Thunderbreakers 2.
I don't think some Thunderbreaks 2.
Because I don't think Thunderbreakers 2 just because their 6-minute burst is actually like monstrous
Big?
compared to Kaiser's.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm okay with 5, 6.
5?
I think it's better than.
I was gonna say 5.
Do you guys think it's better than Corsair in party bossing? Is the thing.
I think it depends on the boss.
Cause,
well, both of these.
I think it's better than Saren and Kalos.
Cause if we're doing like 3-minute bursts in parties usually, I think Corsair is still better, even though it's still bad.
I mean, you don't have an option in Saren. You're always doing 3-minute. For Kalos, you're probably doing 3-minute as well.
Yeah, but if we're talking about like bursting every 3 minutes, I'm not talking about like you're a 3-minute class or 2-minute class. I'm just purely talking about like if you're bursting every 3 minutes, I think Corsair is better.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. What's Corsair at?
Yeah.
Is it a 6 or a 5? I don't remember.
5.
So we're putting Thunderbreaker at 4 then, or at 5?
I'm okay with 5 because like
Yeah, I'm okay with 5
you're still
too.
doing more
I
damage
said
every 6
5.
minutes.
Okay.
I'm down for 5.
Okay.
I think 5 probably makes sense.
I think it. Okay, for solo bossing, I think it's crazy for solo bossing. I think it's so good.
I think
Straight up.
I think it's on par with Buck.
With Buck. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I think for solo bossing, it's so good. It's got the consistent damage. It's got the origin for the burst walls. Crazy survivability, crazy movement. I think it's just like Buck. Buck might be a little better in certain
I think
circumstances.
Buck is stronger. I think Buck is a stronger class.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we gave Buck 8. I was gonna give this an 8.
I'm fine with either 7 or 8.
I think 8 makes sense.
I think okay, yeah. I'm okay with the 8 just because it has a very good and usable iframe on top.
Okay.
For solo bossing.
The whale.
On top of like everything it has.
Okay.
Yeah, the whale.
Learning curve. I think it's harder than the Explorer Pirates. I don't think it's hard though. I think it's harder than the Explorer Pirates.
I think this might be above 5 or 5 or yeah.
Just some
I think
timings.
this is a class that you actually have to learn, like not just from reading. You actually have to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of classes, even like the other ones, like okay, you definitely are watching a guide for how to play this class, aren't you?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely. Yeah.
Yeah, so
you're definitely pulling up a SNIS video. 100%.
So
It's just the fact that you have to push a fucking different button when you're bursting is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how you do anchor and then the shark punch thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you're bursting you do the typhoon instead.
Yeah, the spinny one.
It should automatically just swap one of them to the typhoon instead.
I agree.
Actually
Yeah,
having a
it
third
should.
button to. It's actually so fucking dumb that they have to worry about that.
true. So 5 or 6?
5.
I don't think it's that hard though.
Yeah, I
You're
think
watching
5.
a guide. You are watching a guide, but I don't think it's that hard though.
I think it's a 5.
Okay.
The thing is, like, there's like you can learn it pretty quick once you watch the guide. It's not like there's like some groundbreaking concepts here that are being performed.
Yeah. You just need to know how to like press skills together.
Mm-hmm. All right, what do we think of its origin? I think it's super cool.
Too long.
It's very long.
Shit is way too long.
I think he's spinning around in the water really quickly, and then he jumps up and makes like the giant twister.
Oh, I thought he was just
From
flushing the
underwater.
toilet, but
No, yeah, he's underwater and he's channeling the water to spin around him, and when he fist pumps up,
It's
like
a toilet flush.
It's like Mario, you know, when he does the
Bro,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flush pump?
It's like Luigi's up B.
Yeah, flushing toilet.
I think this origin is really satisfying because it just does so many fucking lines.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys know who Moo is. He's a Maple Sea Thunderbreaker player. He popped that shit in P3 calling and DC'd. Because it was doing like 2,000 lines to like 4 monsters to 4 things.
It's funny. Where's all the water come from? The
bottom
ocean.
of the ocean. The motion of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's next?
Mech. Wow, our like an actual like OP class for once.
True.
200 to 260. I think Mech is way worse than 260 plus early
It's
on.
just fucking ass. I just finished mine 250. That's just fucking ass.
I think it's so trash early game.
Bro,
I think
it's just an even ancient version of Corsair. Corsair is just more modern than than Mech.
Straight up. Ancient Sair, bruh.
Bro, these
Dude,
summons
like,
are like so dog shit to play.
The summons are so dog shit. That's one thing. The movement is so weird, bro. The movement is so weird on this class when you're learning it. Like,
bro, this class actually needs a rework, but yeah.
I think early game it's so ass. I think people could easily want to quit this class early game, but it gets way better later though. It gets way better.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think this is definitely one of those classes people just want to quit.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, why do you think there's not that many mech players, bro? Because it's like your first experience on it is so weird.
Yeah.
People think mech is so shit. I have to correct them in the chat, right? The thing is, it's like, is their opinion invalid? Like what they felt is what they felt, right? Because they just don't know that it gets better. They don't know.
Yeah.
So to them, it's like, oh, it's just shit and ugly and like weird and moves weird and like all this missile spam
It's
and blah
not
blah
for
blah blah
everyone.
blah. Yeah,
not
it's
for
like
everyone.
it's like you have to.
This is a foot pedal
Bro,
class.
Yeah, it is. It is a
True.
foot pedal class, bro. Get those. Can't blame them for that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, are they wrong for having that opinion? I don't think so. Like, I don't think. I think their opinion is how they feel is perfectly valid for feeling that way. But it does get a lot better. So I think 260 it just suffers like straight up. I think it's actually really good in the early game bossing, Like if you play it, like if you learn to play it for early game bossing, I think its bossing is really good, even in the early game bossing. But it's just so annoying to play early on, straight up.
The battery carries.
Yeah, and their burst being like guaranteed and iframe, like that's just nice.
Yeah.
It's literally the ugliest class in the whole game, though. Actually, that might be Wild Hunter. I don't know. It's one of the ugliest ones, for sure.
True.
You want to know how you save money? You
Play
play
this
mech.
class.
You
Yeah.
play mech. Not only that, you get a familiar that fucking makes you invisible.
Yeah, Shrouded in Darkness. Play mech, bro.
Wait, that's literally what Don
You
does.
never have to buy an X.
That's literally what he does.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what number are we giving it? 200 to 260.
4
4?
is what I have.
I'm okay with 3 or 4. I'm okay
Because I
with
just
3 or
finished my
4.
250 map. Shit is fucking ass. I hated it. So 3 or
From
4.
me?
I think it's a fucking 3, dude.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
saying 3
3.
or 4. Okay.
Alright, 3 angle.
I'm
Now
scarred by this
260
thing.
plus though. It gets way better. Like if you actually like the
260
class.
plus significantly better. For
Yeah.
one, now you actually have the missiles mastery,
Mhm.
which just makes your mobbing way better. You're just sitting in one spot.
Mhm.
And like because you're with 260 plus, you're more established on your account, and your summon just do a lot more damage. So you're not you're not doing active farming anymore. You're just placing your summon and just hold on missiles in one spot.
Yep. So she with Janice now too.
Yeah.
If you can get to the level where you are like brain dead training on this class, it's so easy to train on mech.
True.
Like people train on 2 accounts on 2 mechs at the same time. And by people, I mean one person does that.
Talking about Dong Dong or what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that's how free it is. And then in terms of 260 plus bossing, bro, it's so good. It's so good. You have the movement, you have damage, you have guaranteed burst, you have party FD. We'll talk about that more in a bit, but it's really good as well.
Origin is very strong though. 3-minute burst is kind of meh, but Origin is very strong on this class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do we have a number? I think it's like 6 or 7. Or no, I'd say 7. I'd say 7.
I can go with 7.
I think it's a 7.
Yeah, that's fine.
The second
It's
mastery
still
helps a
acquired
lot.
taste. It's still not a plug and play class, so it's still acquired play style. But
Mhm.
yeah, for how good it is, though, I think it definitely deserves a 7.
Your mere existence just makes everyone happy in the party.
Yeah. Party bossing.
Your burst is very safe. Like, yeah. Party bossing?
This is a
9.
top tier in the party. This is a top tier.
9.
9?
You have a secure spot as a 3rd support.
Yeah. Like party comps, like if you're really serious about making a good comp, like you would want a mech ideally.
Yep.
Straight up.
Damn.
The thing I'm okay with 9, but my only hesitation about 9 is like I feel like all the other 9s in the game are just better. Yeah, I mean,
My issue with that is that like you can put Downward and Bam as 9, but you're not seeing those 2 classes in the same party.
Yeah.
But Mac can party with literally anyone.
yeah.
It's a pure straight 12% FD that stacks literally everything in the game.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we should explain that. That's good. Like, so other final damage stacking in this game, like, there's only so many combinations of final stacking you could do. Like for example, Blaze Wizard FD buff won't stack with Battle Mage and Dawn Warrior, right? So like you ideally wouldn't want all 3 of those in one party. But Mechanic stacks with all the other FD sources. So it has its own FD buff. So like it's so important and so useful to have a mech in your party if you can. Especially in the endgame party bossing, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm okay with that 9. That's fine.
For that reason, I think it's 9. So
That's fine. Yeah. Solo bossing.
worse.
Yeah, much worse.
The self damage is not very good. Other than a 6-minute burst. Although
I think it has a good full rotation, to be
Yes.
honest. But
it does.
I mean, what bosses are you like fully hitting 24/7?
True.
Like I think it's certain bosses like yeah, certain bosses like Saren, it's really really good. Cal's probably not as good,
Black
but
Mage.
yeah, Black Mage I think it's really good. What's another boss that moves around a lot? Like it's probably not super super good in Gloom. It's probably okay in Gloom. Slime, it's probably
Yeah.
okay, and it's probably fine in Slime. But it all just depends on how much funding you have.
Yeah, it's okay. I definitely not like if you're just purely playing solo. Like if you're just solo bossing on this class, is definitely not impressive. You're
Mhm.
you're yeah, you're definitely not impressed or like it's not very exceptional.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we have a number in mind? I feel like it's probably 6 or 7.
I say 7. I say 6 or 7. Yeah, I say
I don't
7.
think it's 6. I think it has to be higher. Because like
Okay.
you are safe
put
during
7,
burst.
so.
You also have a throwaway iframe that you don't use for damage. It's just for the iframe purposes only.
Mm-hmm. That's
Like, you
the
have-
big electrical shit.
Yeah, the super robot thing.
Yeah.
whatever.
And air stall. Good, very good air stall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
air
yeah.
stall, like
TP.
Mm-hmm. You could set up a TP.
I say 7.
yeah. I think it's definitely closer to 7 than it is to 6. Especially if we're talking like just like what are we thinking like max solo is like I don't know like Saren, or are we going like end calls too? Like what are we thinking?
I mean, we could talk about whatever. I think it's fine talking about up to End Kalos, but realistically, most people aren't going to be at that point.
Yeah.
But I
If
think
we're
it's fine
talking
to talk
like,
about.
Saren, though,
That's why I
it's-
mentioned
this
like
boss-
Slime and Gloom.
This boss
we're
is
talking,
very,
like-
good. This class is very favored in Saren,
Yeah.
which is like what most people are like, and their solo adventure ends at. All in all, I think the 7.
Yeah, I think 7 makes
That's
sense.
fine. Learning curve on mech. I mean, I think it's brain dead. What do you have to learn? Placing down your summons?
Movement.
Like you just put them down. I guess it's just movement, yeah. I guess just learn how to bot. Yeah. Learn how to bot. I mean place bots. Yeah, true.
Learning how to sign up on Amazon and ordering a foot pedal.
Mhm. Learn how to steal mom's credit card. I mean,
So
I
what
think
are we
it's
saying?
brain dead as fuck. Like 2 or some shit. Like it's... What is there to learn, bro? Maybe 3? Movement?
I don't really think it's not simpler than Buck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine. We can just do 3. Is
Okay.
there even a heart pirate?
Bro, no. All these dice classes are... Okay, well, we'll talk about Arc later.
I don't think Arc's hard, but okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, look at this fucking even distribution. Look at this shit.
Origin?
Standard normal distribution.
Yeah, like what the fuck? All right, what do we think of the origin? I think it's lame.
STD.
I think it's lame. I said it, bro. I think her origin or Mech's origin is lame. I think
Very fast though.
Mech's origin is when in One Punch Man, what's his name? Boros attacked his spaceship and he shot down all the missiles and Tatsumaki like telekinetically caught them all and aimed them all back up. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I look at this, it just reminds me of that Tony Stark scene, where it's just the mountains and then just they'll blow up.
Oh,
Mhm.
true.
That's what I'm thinking. But also, this origin is like it does damage in the cutscene, and there's also like a bombardment of bombs afterwards, right?
Bro, this
Literally the
I
USA.
think this origin is just very, very OP because it's one of those like it's duration based, but its cutscene is basically okay. You know how like normally the duration based origin have like a shorter cutscene.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is one of the shorter cutscene, but it does like just as much damage as those nuke cutscenes, but it's way shorter.
If you hold
Do you
missiles
know-
before casting, missiles will keep hitting, even during
Yeah.
origin.
Yeah.
Did you know
Chills.
this entire thing, this cutscene is 100, it's 1 mil%, and the remaining 30 seconds is like 500k%.
That's a lot.
2/3 of the damage is in its cutscene, and the cutscene is only like 3 or 4 seconds long, whereas like those nuke ones are like 8 seconds long and do only as much damage as this cutscene.
POV, the US discovered oil in your country. Yo, Metal Knight, bro.
Metal Knight. Anyways,
All right, let's continue.
who next?
1, 2, 3. I got 3 classes left, and I got Callus in an hour.
Hey,
Okay, Shade. Well, this class is gonna rework soon, but is what it is. 200, 260. I think it's so good. 200, 260.
I did not like that.
You don't like it early game? I think it's so good
Yeah.
early game.
I don't think like I don't like it early game. The mobbing skill is so ass, like literally. So
Well,
ass.
yeah, but it's good enough though. I feel like, well, actually, to be honest with you, nowadays, it doesn't compete, bro. Like Lin just got a better one.
Yeah.
Like Lin just got a superior bomb punch.
The issue is that like, yeah, the mobbing skill is just so bad, like so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad hitbox and like low damage because it has 3 parts to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think
Zach
the
was
reason
dog shit,
why
and, like,
I was saying it's so good early is because the class is so easy to play. I feel like a lot of people would enjoy playing it just because it's so easy
yeah.
and forgiving. And the
And you were,
backstep
like,
feels
little
really
front star
nice.
thing, like, those bouncing balls, they just don't do shit early game. Like they don't do any damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like mobs are not gonna die when that shit hits the mob. Like they're just not dying.
Yeah.
So they're literally a jump attacking class with a very bad attack.
Yeah. I think its backstep is really nice to use though.
True. And TP.
Like it feels very nice. Yeah, NTP. And it's colorful.
Yeah.
But I think the bomb punch, you're right. I think bomb punch outweighs a lot of shit. Because that's really like what your experience is going to be like. Just jump bomb punching. Especially if the
Yeah.
first tick or two of bomb punch don't one shot. Like you're really just going to be standing there like moving really slowly. Like jumping, get all 3 of your bomb punches off. Maybe a 4th one if you're really weak. And then jumping forward again. Like that shit's ass.
Yep.
Kami?
Honestly, when I made my I've never played Shade past 200. I'm gonna burn this thing on one of the remasters here, so I don't really have an opinion on it. I do remember that some of the pain points was like bomb punch is doing dig for fucking damage, and they've just continually buffed it over and over and over again. It's still like not that great from what I remember.
It's just bad hitbox and bad damage.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so stingy on this skill, on Shades too. I don't know how different it is after remaster, but I don't think we're really talking about that, right?
Yeah, we're not.
No, we're
I
not talking
think
about
that
remaster.
yeah, I'm not. I feel like from my limited knowledge, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like 5 or 6 for 260 experience.
Oh, that's what I put. I put 5 or 6.
I would say 6.
Sure.
Okay. 260 plus.
Better.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it gets better. Hold on. I'll help
I
us
think
out.
everything gets better.
I'll help us out.
So it just has to be a 7, right?
They get their spinny, bro. They got their spinny skill. Shades,
Yeah.
Loki Shades at its peak right now. Loki.
Right. Shade had Shade is a class that had multiple peaks and just got nerfed right after, for no fucking reason. Do you remember how many times this class got buffed to OP and it just got like fucking nerfed back into the ground like the patch right after?
Dude, this might be the number one class that is only good for one patch. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That is only good for one patch and then gets turned to shit. And then gets really, really good for one patch and gets turned to shit. Straight up.
Over and over again too.
Yeah. Okay.
I see.
What? Okay, I mean,
personally
let's
put
break
this
it
as
down. 260 plus mobbing. Grandest mobbing. I mean, it's fine. Like,
I think it's good.
I think it's just normal, standard mobbing. It's the same shit, bro. You jump around, and well, you could place your spinnies, right?
Not now.
During
Oh, not
Origin.
now. Oh, yeah, it's during your origin. That's what it was. Yeah, but I mean, you have fucking Soul Janice, so.
After rework, it's just a summon.
Yeah, I know it just gets turned into summon, but I thought right now you could place it, but I guess it's just during origin.
No. It's only
Okay.
Origin, yeah. Mobbing is not exceptional, but it's definitely it's definitely manageable after
I
6
mean,
shop.
you're probably gonna
Just-
full clear the maps, so.
Yeah, just purely because of the fact that like after 6 shop, you can easily, well, once your account's that established, compared to early game, you can easily just one shot the mob with like your first or second hit of your bomb punch. And I think just because and just how much more bossing is valued after 260, bossing on this class is definitely one of the joy part of this class. It's very easy to play and it's very satisfying. Very condensed 2-minute burst. Very, very condensed 2-minute burst. You're not doing shit after your burst, but very condensed 2-minute burst.
Yeah. Yeah. You get your little spinnies and you're good.
Yeah.
I think 260 plus in terms of bossing, I think it's really good for a lot of these like mid-tier bosses. Very easy to move around in them. Very easy to get your damage off, even on bosses that have like very small damage windows to hit them.
Yeah.
And very easy to survive in as well. So I think
Yeah.
it's really good in all that shit as well. Because you have your backstep is actually so broken. You have your TP. You have your little like thingies that tank the debilitating statuses. You have Shade Link, straight up.
Yeah, I proc that once in a while when I do my boss meal.
I think it's
Yeah.
just a 7. I don't really think there's too much to talk about anymore.
Yeah, I
Sure.
think it's a
7, move
as
on to
well.
party bossing.
Okay, so party bossing, I mean, this is a very unique class because you have the Shade split, right? Like, that's unique to Shade. And the Shade split could be... Well, for most people, it's a really, really big buff. So
I would
basically,
say-
they don't know what...
This patch,
Oh, go ahead.
I think this patch specifically, just this patch, if you're Archer, you think Shade is 10. But this patch for like vast majority of classes, it's a 9, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just because you okay. First of all, I think this patch particularly. I'm not talking about like next patch when it gets reworked or whatever. As of right now, I think just your personal damage is so good to the point that like your split is added on top that bump you into a 9. Like Shade's personal damage this patch is like really high.
Do you want to explain what the Shade Split does?
No, you can do it.
Okay, so basically what the Shade Split does is it extracts the soul out of the boss and it makes another copy of the boss right next to it. So, and you're doing a percentage of your damage extra on the boss. Like on the newly spawned in boss. So, let's say you use Shade Split on like Lotus. There's actually going to be 2 Lotuses stacked on top of each other and you're hitting Lotus 2 times. Yeah, it's kind of like a Lowy. Yeah. It's kind of like a Lowy.
True. Whoever that is.
Yeah. So it actually has a very unique support where classes that have like multi-target hit will do like a significant more amount of damage during the burst because you're actually hitting the boss 2 times. That's essentially what it does. But classes that are single target get cooked.
Yeah.
Like Hayato.
I mean, so if you play Archer, you probably think this is a 10. For my vast majority of classes, this is a 9. For Hayato and Nightlord, it's just fucking ass. I'm not partying you.
Yeah, it's actually called Soul Splitter, I think. The skill.
And the only thing I would say though, 10 seconds is very short for this buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's a very short buff.
difficult to like min max in a party setting.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you got
That's why I said,
comms,
like,
you'll be fine.
That's why I said like post 6 drop because like you're like everyone's burst durations are longer now. Like after 6 drop, everyone's bursting for a longer period of time. So in this era, Shade's value is actually very different than before. Before, like Shade's identity is much in a party is much more tied to Split. But this patch, I think Split is actually just like a cherry on top. Well, not cherry on top. It's just like not like the only factor anymore. The other factor is just the fact that like Shade does so much damage on its own. Like its personal damage on this patch is quite high this patch.
It's like pre-nerf Shadow, if you want to think about it. Like,
Yeah.
the smoke screen is nice, but like, you know, its personal damage was insane.
Yeah.
I'm okay with giving it a 9.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
it's a
9 makes the most sense.
Obviously, there's something that we didn't mention. The reason why they keep saying if you're an archer, you're gonna think it's so good is because of their, they give the party a lot of crit rate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they give the party a ton of crit rate, and because they give the party a ton of crit rate, it's those little like purple ghosts, right?
Yeah, Spirit Gate.
Yeah, yeah. The purple spirits give your party crit rate, and archers have a skill called Vicious Shot that converts half of their crit rate to crit damage. So if an archer has 200% crit rate, they gain 100% crit damage, right? So like, if you're partying with a Shade and you're a bunch of archers, like the synergy is fucking crazy. It's crazy. And the split and everything, so yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, I called the. I mean, I've said this before when we were first looking at the clear, but I called the first Extreme Chaos clear party the Spirit Gate party.
Yeah,
They built a fucking insane archer comp synergy.
With the Natara party?
Lennox party, yeah.
Lennox party.
For X-Kalos.
Yeah, it's
the reason
it's
they even
you know
cleared that
what's
shit
funny
because of
about
that shit.
The funny thing about Split is that it also helps Con a lot because they're giga capping on their origin.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
That's the other thing. But that's more of an issue than
Yeah. Who knows when that will get fixed?
True.
Okay, let's talk about their solo bossing. So I think their solo bossing is also really good, just because of the kit.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like the kit alone is so good.
Goldfish is way too broken.
You
have a good iframe. You have that like lifesteal mark that you can leave on the boss, and you're just buying bursting every 2 minutes, and like all of your damage is in your burst, and your burst is very condensed and very high burst. So it's like really easy to bring that to play, and you really easily to get all of your damage off. Overall, it's just a very, very satisfying experience.
I think this is better than Buck.
Oh yeah, this patch is certainly better than Buck.
I think this is a 9.
I think 9 might be a bit much. I think I'm willing to go 8.
Actually, low key, it might be a 9. No,
you think so?
9. It does a fuck ton of damage, 2-minute class, so
Bro.
bursting sooner. Like, with AB like this patch too.
this class's personal damage is way
Oh,
too high.
actually-
there's a reason that the rework tune it down. Like
Yeah, I'm thinking about it more with AB Link and the new Genesis iframe. It just works so well with this class.
yeah.
Genesis
This damage
being
is
on
way
2
too high.
minutes.
This damage is way too fucking high.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, and like you no longer have that pain point. Like you remember, like back in the days, like this class does more damage when the boss is below 50% HP.
Yeah,
I had,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
a
They changed that
significant
shit.
crit rate and crit damage issue back then. It's no longer.
Yeah.
It's
So
a 9, bro. It's a 9.
it's a 9.
Okay,
We might even
learning
bump it to
curve.
10 later if there's
One.
another 9.
I don't think there's any learning curve on this class. I think
One.
it's one of the most straightforward classes in the whole game.
No, I mean,
And it's super forgiving.
I don't
Just
think it's
one.
a 1.
Okay, 2.
I think 2 makes sense. You gotta read like your soul split does, you know?
Okay, I mean, I think you just...
You just
I
need
think
to
it-
know that you can.
You,
you can
that's like the
press
one
both
thing
the-
you have to learn.
Okay, I think a class is truly 1 if you if you do 0 reading and you're getting 80% of the value.
Okay, what's a
Alrighty.
1? Hero?
I think you're getting 80% of value if you don't read anything on this class, though.
What's a 1, bro?
Oh,
Dual
actually-
Blade?
No, I would say hero, honestly.
Night Lord.
Night Lord. I agree. It's Night Lord. I think Night Lord's a 1, straight up. Spoilers. Bro, Night Lord is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, Quad Star. Straight up.
There's no argument for that class. That class is a straight 1.
Ah,
Might be a
whatever.
0.
We'll talk about that shit later. That's fine.
I don't
Anyway.
think Shade's 1. That's
Okay, 2.
Alright, bro.
Yeah.
You got him to 2, bro.
Origin?
Origin.
Shit,
I think-
animation's getting changed to a shittier one, but this one is cool.
I think it has nice colors. It's very nice, pretty
Yeah.
colors.
I think the cutscene's mid, but like the post cutscene where you're doing the big ass swipes and there's just fucking rainbows and fucking shit coming out, like that shit's sick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the new one looks way better.
Really?
Yeah, I think the new one looks way
The one's
better.
way worse than this, though, in my opinion. Not the animation, like the skill itself, but yeah.
Oh, no, I said the animation.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think the animation's way better. Okay, let's continue. AB. So, Tommy knows the most about AB. He has a super strong AB on his account. So, I mean, I'm expecting him to carry this shit. But I also know everything about AB. So, like, I'm gonna check him if he says anything wrong.
Okay. Okay. Well, going with the 200 and 260 experience, it's definitely a lot better now after the remaster. The weird thing was when they changed the what's it called, the mobbing skill. It's different now.
Celestial Roar.
Celestial Roar, yeah. So before it was kind of closer to like the old Showdown where you
Yeah,
really need
it was
to
very
get
similar to
maximum
Showdown.
height. Like it would be
Mhm.
like you would do like a backflip and then the Celestial Roar would come out. But now it's like instant. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Is that like a bad thing? But it's just different now. The fact that you have your galaxy every 60 seconds is really nice. I think it was 60 seconds before anyways, but
Wait, what galaxy? The Supernova?
yeah, Supernova is just bigger now, I think. Isn't it?
Supernova. It's the same size.
It's the same size. Maybe just
I'm pretty sure it's the same size.
Yeah, the new hitbox, the new animation just updated to be more accurate to the hitbox. The old one, the hitbox is actually way larger than it looks.
I'm pretty sure it's the same size, but it's also
Yeah.
brighter, so you could see it more clearly. Whereas the old one is kind of just like a
Yeah, they just updated
vortex.
the new animation. It just updated to be more accurate with the actual hitbox. The old one, just like the animation looks smaller than the actual hitbox.
Nice. Well, I think this class also doesn't really need to be that strong. Just like seeker farming, honestly.
Yeah.
Like for like for the vet like the arcane force areas, it's pretty easy to just like get a lot of damage on your seekers early.
I actually think the player experience for this class is actually all quite good all the way through. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so
you
too.
never feel like
I
you're
agree.
fucked.
Spotlight
agree.
is so good for mobbing. It's obviously
so
really nice for bossing
good.
too.
I think even Sparkle Burst, just every so often, is nice and useful. Feels really good. I think the kit for very early game bossing is insane. Like,
Yeah.
it is crazy. Mighty
is very
Mascot, 1 minute cooldown. Your hyper skill that makes you shit out way more balls, 1 minute cooldown. Obviously 2 crazy iframes with the spinny skill. That's also air stall. And you have like almost perm super stance on this class. Like, it's crazy how much super stance you have. Trinity Fusion, spinny skill, Mighty Mascot. Bro, come on.
I think this class probably has. This is probably one of the few classes that has the least value from Genesis iframe.
Yeah, no, straight up. Because you have that shit built in. You literally get it at 5th chop. You get Jenny iframe.
I think you can unironically just use Genesis iframe as a throwaway iframe when you're playing AB.
Yeah. You could use it for like the second mini 1 minute.
Yeah, you could. But I feel like even then you don't really need to because it's like
it's so fast.
Like a 1.8 second channel on Dragon Mascot, like.
Free iframe is always good.
Yeah. It's so good. Like the fact that you have 2 built-in iframes as well, like Speckle Burst for your burst and the spinny skill for whenever you want, like that alone is so good. Not a lot of classes have 2 built-in iframes. So I would think 200 260 is probably like an 8 on this class.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it can be higher than 8.
Yeah. 260 plus. So you get your origin, Grandis mobbing, and
Second mastery.
bosses pre-Grandis. Yeah, second mastery, which is the balls, right?
I think this is a 9, maybe even arguably 10.
Why?
It feels good class to play, right? It's always
it does feel really good.
Everything gets better when you hit 260.
Yeah.
When you get your second master core, you get your soul Janus. Like your soul seekers are actually hitting really fucking hard now. Like I did a BA. Soul seeker does the like over 25% for my AB when I'm doing bosses. It's actually like ridiculous.
I personally didn't put 9 or above just because I mean this is one of those classes you're getting rejected from parties.
I don't think you'll be rejected for like BM below. I don't think they'll reject
like C10 Louisville and like Black Mage. I don't think so. No.
I don't think you'll get rejected on those bosses.
Those are fine. Those are fine.
Yeah. The other thing about AB is the skills all just work together really well. Like it's fucking crazy. Like you have your own, like your AB link is so broken too, and you reset it so many times with Grandis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's like almost like perm up.
Is it 120%?
Yeah, it's 120% boss. Yeah. Or damage, damage.
Yeah. And it just got better with Legion Artifact because of the buff duration and all that stuff. Right now that shit doesn't have a cast animation anymore.
The AB lasts like 20 seconds when you have inner, and like you could skip
AB
it.
Is 22 seconds. My AB is second.
I really like. What's your argument for it not being 10?
I just don't think it's broken enough. When I think 10, I think of like fucking Bishop or some shit. Like just something like just mad OP or Nightwalker.
Yeah, but a Bishop in 260 plus is not gonna be 10 though. Even then,
yeah,
it would be
that's
a 9.
true. That's true. That's true. I think a 10 for 260 plus.
I think the damage could be higher. I'm gonna tell you, I think the damage could be higher.
I think its damage is really good though, but I don't know.
It's good. It's good, but I need the damage to be like actually broken for me to put it in 10.
I feel like Nightwalker would be a 10.
Oh, I that's what I put.
Like for example, I think Nightwalker would be a 10.
Because that one training is also free.
Yeah, exactly.
For this one, you're still training.
Yeah, I'm okay with a 9.
Okay.
Migu.
True.
Party bossing. So this is where I think AB might struggle because it's like a very short cooldown class. It doesn't have the big 3-minute burst to keep up in a lot of bosses.
It's a 1 minute. It's a 1 minute burst class. It's not even 2-minute burst class. This is straight up in one minute burst class.
I think its 2 minute is significantly bigger than its 1 minute.
It's 2 minute.
Yeah, because like whenever I play my AB, like the 2 minute is definitely way more significant. Yeah.
Also,
no, even Sparkle Burst hits really hard, straight up.
Yes.
Like it's significantly bigger, but still like it's not keeping up.
No,
with
so
the 3 minutes.
I mean, okay. Here's how I look at it. If we call this a 2-minute class, then I call DB a 3-minute class.
I'm okay with
But
that.
Tommy kept on complaining about it being a 90-second class.
I think it's different though because. Okay, let me think about this. You're saying DB would be a 3-minute class just because you see Spotlight the same thing as saying like Shadow Walker and Goddess?
No, just how much more damage you're doing in 3 minutes compared to 90 seconds. Because that's your argument, right?
But that's more of a difference of Oz rings, I feel like.
So
Shadow Walker is 29% FD for the DB on 3-minute burst. There's no way you can call that a 90-second class.
It's more than 29 FD, but okay.
Shadow Walker is what? 11?
Yeah, it's 34%. 34%.
And then Advanced Dark Side is how much?
Taco, it's because DB's Advanced Dark Side gives more FD than Shadow. If you didn't know.
Isn't DB's 20?
Yeah, Shadow is 15.
Shadow is 15, yeah.
Yeah, and DB's just 20. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
33.2.
That's the 5% that Taco is missing on the math. But anyways,
DB's so fucking broken, bro. I can't.
Right.
I can't,
yeah,
bro.
no, that's what I'm saying though. Like the way I look at it is like how what type of execution you're doing. Like you like 2 minutes you're purely doing more damage. That's fine. Like you're pressing a couple, but the core is exactly the same. Like AB on 60 seconds, you're pressing your AB link and Matty Mascot or whatever the fuck that skill is called.
Yeah, but
Like,
AB's channel is way shorter than DB's.
Yeah, your core execution on every minute is still the same, and you really need to do it every minute. That's the main part I'm trying to get at. So comparing this to like that's a bad comparison because Shade is also getting turned into a 60-second class, but yeah, that's fine. Regardless, party bossing, I think it's where if there's one weakness on the Spartan on the class, I think it's a party bossing.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. But the thing is, I don't think that weakness is horrible. Like I think it's still good in parties, but it just doesn't keep up with the other party
I think it does
bossing oriented classes. Like I would give it a 7 for me personally.
I put a 7 as well. I think it's good enough. Like if it's one of those like your class is definitely not like majorly flawed or like majorly undertuned for damage for you to be able to get into a party, basically.
Yeah, I don't think people are gonna reject the AB. I think it'll do it. I mean, you're disadvantaged, but I mean, you can still. It's not like the.
But they know you're not. They
know
you're gonna be consistent though. You're not gonna just lose your burst or like die during tests. They know that for sure. If you're playing
all your damage is coming out every time.
Yeah. You're not gonna be like, oh, I messed up my burst and shit like that. So.
I think this is also one of those classes where, being farmed in Hexa is really important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of
just
course.
because
all
you
your
are
skills is very
disadvantaged.
important.
Yeah. It's very important.
Trinity, like the master is like Trinity and Soul Seeker, so you got everything already.
You need that shit.
Yeah.
And you need their V skills. Their V skills are very important.
All of these skills are good.
Very important. So the more you play AB, like the more complete you'll feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get away with 10k. You need like 20k.
Oh yeah. There was another thing I wanted to talk about. I'm pretty sure you get less value out of like the Sparkle Burst iframe in a party than you are in solo, because in party you don't decide when the boss is to be banned, but in solo that's fully up to you. You can greed as much as you want.
Yeah, you're actually right.
Party,
and a lot of times in party bossing, like the 30 seconds window, like the boss is fucking bound the whole time anyways.
Yeah.
You can get a little value out of it though. But yeah,
No, you
Yeah,
should
yeah,
get
I
better.
mean,
Like,
feel better at not having it for sure. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about compared to
'Cause you could just
solo,
Jenny
they're
later.
not. Yeah. I'm just talking about compared to solo. You definitely like you can definitely abuse that and greed that like much more in solo than you can in a party setting.
Yeah.
All in all, I'm going with a 7.
yeah, I think 7 makes sense.
Okay, that's fine. Solo
I don't think it
bossing.
can be higher, just because of just due to the damage distribution and just
Yeah.
the way the class plays.
Damage distribution and what the meta is. I think in the future it'll get better with X-Law and Limbo. Like the classes just
True.
fit into parties better. So, but right now those bosses aren't out, so that's how it is. Okay, let's talk about solo bossing. I think its solo bossing is better than its party bossing, straight up.
For sure.
So
It's
probably
at
like
minimum 8. Minimum 8 for me.
yeah. So I mean, I think in
It's a
almost
2-minute burst
every
class.
yeah, I think almost
I
every
think-
single boss, it gets off all of its damage, no problem, and has no issue surviving in any of them. Like it's very efficient. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nothing is wasted.
I don't know. I really favor 2-minute burst classes for solo metric. I think that's the best.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. And if you look back to when solo bossing was the meta, the 2-minute classes were crazy. They were so good.
Yeah.
Hydo was crushing all these fucking records, bro. And DS.
Yeah.
I would give it a 9.
I think it's a 9.
I would give it a
I
9.
personally say 8, but okay.
This class, of all the classes where it's like you're doing min cut solos too, AB is by far the easiest one to execute.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I personally think I don't think it's like better than Buck. I think it's on par with Buck. I don't know if it's better than Buck for solo.
Yeah, Buck's 9, so.
Wait, Buck's 8, right?
Oh no, it's 8. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I think
saying.
it's better than
it's
Buck
8.
because it's 2 minute and 1 minute versus 90-second and 3 minute.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it makes sense to be 9.
Yeah. Somebody in chat said this class has average survivability. No, it doesn't. It's definitely above average for sure. Everything from your super stance to your pink pummel to your constant iframes to like the thing is you realize like when your burst is really easy to output like really quickly, like that inherently also gives you better survivability because it's like some people like you have to like play a little bit of a risk to get all your burst out, right? If you're playing Night Lord, like you have to sweat the spread the entire time. Like that's just one example, right? Whereas AB, it's like boom, 2 seconds you're in and you're out, like, and you're good. How's it as a boss meal? I think it's one of the best boss meals in the whole game. Probably top 3, maybe probably top 2 in the whole game. I have one and it's crazy.
Learning curve,
Non-existent.
I don't think it's non-existent.
I think it's like a 2.
Oh, that's
I'm
what I put
fine.
as well. I put it as 2.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I think it's really easy. I think the only thing you have to figure out is just your skill order. That's it. You line up your skills and then
Yeah.
realize, okay, these are for the 2 minute, these are for the 1 minute, and then you have to remember to use your sparkle burst, and that's it.
No,
Like
even if you
the
don't remember
recast.
to, it'll just automatically.
It'll
cast
use it at the
after.
end. Yeah, use it at the end. That's it.
I think it's just slightly advanced, like one advanced. It's
And
just, like,
next
how to greet-
management, yeah.
It's just like how to greet your burst. That's all. But yeah.
I think it probably gets confusing when your AB skips too. You're like, what the fuck just happened? I thought I used it.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
literally
not
it. Okay. What do you think of the origin? I think it's one of the best origins in the whole game. Like, visually.
Yeah, I like the song.
I have no opinions on this. That's not my type.
Bro, Phil says that, but he's like, bro, whatever, bro.
I don't think it's bad. I definitely hate. I mean, there are definitely the ones that I. Okay, so there are definitely the ones that I just dislike and hate, and there are ones that I like, and there's ones I'm indifferent about. This is in the indifferent category.
Bro, AB's like the pinching mascot, though.
Okay.
All right.
gotta find that.
Let's move on to Arc.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing about Arc. I think this is the first class that we're talking about. Well, I mean, maybe not the first, but I think this is an OP class right now. Like, this is one of the OP classes in the game, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking about top tiers, Arc is one of them. It's in the conversation.
It's because that fucking Korean streamer guy complained too much, and then they just like literally caved in and gave him what he wanted.
Yes, that's a good point, Snowfall. Yes, like, this class used to be dog shit. And now it's one of the best in the whole game.
Yeah. All right.
Now, here's the thing.
260?
Exactly. I think the 200-260 on Arc is its weakest point in the whole game.
Yeah, it's the weakest point. I still think it's a better version of Thunderbreaker. It's Thunderbreaker, but slightly better. Just because of the bullets actually can help you clear a map.
Yeah. I mean, the hitboxes are just crazy on this shit, too. Like, just in general. Like, everything from, like, the fourth job, one that moves you in, like, an arc, to even the dream skill, your fifth job that, like, automatically procs.
Yeah, you're basically you're rotating like half FMAs.
Yeah, like a lot of your skills are really big. The third job iframe that comes up, that one like is another huge skill. And the other thing is it hits super hard. This class is so easy to one shot with. These skills hit super hard. The only thing that I guess I could say early game is like maybe comboing's a little weird. Like you're not gonna know how to do it. You're not gonna know how to start it with like the diagonal. You know the diagonal one that moves you diagonally. Like that's how you start your combo. So it's like you're not gonna know how to do that necessarily. Keeping up your buffs is something that like you're gonna have to learn. Your 3 different buffs.
I think this class combo is still more intuitive than Thunderbreaker though, because it's the same. Although like you have different skills to you press, but it's the same concept.
I mean, I don't see how a newer player would even figure that out.
I mean, you're watching a video.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna watch a video, 100%. You're gonna watch a video. You're gonna watch a video, 100%.
But on the video watching classes, I don't think this is a hard one.
Yeah, I mean, you get used to it. It's something you're gonna get used to for sure. I think another thing you have to get used to is to not just let go of Spectre, but you learn that pretty quickly. Like you get punished if you just let it go forever. You don't actually cancel it, but it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Abyssal Recall extends your Spectre by extra 20 seconds, I think. So it's like, it's very forgiving.
Ooh. Gauge management might be an annoying thing for early game because you don't know how you're gonna do a damage rotation. And sometimes like you just exhaust off your energy.
Yeah.
you just can't turn into Spectre for like 30 seconds.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I think early game, like, this is definitely its worst point. But if you can make it past the early game, this class is super rewarding to play. It's one of the classes that gets better and better the further you get into it. Like, as you keep progressing, you're going to feel better and better and stronger and stronger. So, it's really good in that sense. I think, I mean, I would give it probably like a 6 or something for 200-260. Let's tell me you have something to say.
I put 6, so.
I'm personally leaning towards 5.
Mm-hmm.
I can also see the argument for that.
Like,
but
the gauge is pretty. It's. I feel like Arc is not a class for everyone.
Yeah, it's definitely
because
not.
Us playing because when Arc came out, we're already established players. Us playing as like a mule or account is definitely gonna be different than a new player trying to figure out how this class works.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see it being 5. Yeah.
Like their iframe, they probably don't even know it's a key down. Like, they probably just tap that
they
shit
just press it.
and then they tap that shit and like, oh wow, I went into the ground for 1 second and I did like a little spider legs came out or some shit.
And the other thing is the float, the Spectre mode float. I actually think it's really annoying to figure out how to use.
Yes, I found that out on accident.
Yeah, I found it out by accident too, straight up. Like straight up, I was like I press up jump and then I'm holding down and jump. And I'm like, huh? Why am I like stalling in the air for a second? And then I look at the skill and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like it actually has like this air stall like built in. I'm like, okay. And then you realize all these floors have wings and it's just in the lore. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Let's go
I'm
with
only
like
on
five.
five's fine. Yeah, five's fine.
Yeah.
Now 260 plus is completely different, like completely different. Not only is it's obviously its training and grandness is so good, because it could one shot really easily, and bro, its damage is absurd, bro. Like its damage is just so stupid. Like if you want to talk about 2-minute damage, like 2-minute class damage,
Yeah, this is
bro,
one of the
this
best
class
2-minute
competes
bursts.
with the 3-minute classes straight up.
So there's a few classes 2-minute burst classes that has like that can like hold up in a 3-minute party, and this is one of them.
Yeah, Arc, DS, Hayato, bro.
In trade of like doing absolutely no damage outside the board though.
I mean, to be fair, as soon as Infinity Spell ends, you're cooked. But that's 40 seconds long.
I'm not gonna lie. I think after like your instant burst from your fourth hungry beast
50?
or whatever the
Okay.
fuck, like I'm not gonna lie. I think after like your first like 5 to 8 seconds of a roar where you're off your like instant burst pops, even when you have infinity spell, I think you're still doing shit damage. To be honest.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it, but I think you definitely still sweat the Infinity Spell. Like, you would definitely be punished if
I mean, it's
you
the
didn't
same thing
use
as
it.
Nihilo spreading the spread. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
No, I think spread's
But-
more important.
Yeah, I actually think spread does more damage than infinity spell.
I think spread's
Like,
more important. Like,
after
the
roar,
raw,
yeah.
like, 20 seconds of spread post Shadow Walker is, like, more important.
Yeah. Bro, after your fourth V and your third V, like after your fourth V and Abyssal Recall and your hyper, dude, shit does no damage. Actually, no damage.
Yeah. Once that beast mouth closes, cooked.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does it more than enough damage, so I'm not gonna feel bad for them. I think 260 plus is probably a 9.
I would say 8 just because I think the training is very sweaty.
What?
I don't believe in this arc propaganda of like sweaty training, bro. To be honest with you,
You're
Like-
definitely doing more than like a lot of classes,
Janus,
like
bro.
literally. Huh?
they have Janus these days. Like nothing. Who cares, bro?
Yeah, but that you, I don't think you can just say that no, you don't have. I don't think it's fair to just say that you don't have any mobbing problem just because of Janus now.
I've seen Matt do 18k not moving.
Nah, like when I think of like 260 like mobbing, like we're talking like you just fucking broke into like burning Serenium finally. Like you probably have like probably don't have level 10 Soul Janus yet, right? You probably
No,
have
you
it at
definitely
level 1
don't.
at the
You
very
definitely
least.
don't.
You're probably gonna be a dust gamer. I feel like for Arc, because it can get around the map so fast, and also the fourth V has a fucking humongous hitbox. Like dust
Yeah.
plus Erda Fountain, and then
But the fourth
like,
V is like 2 minutes though.
oh, it's a 2-minute cooldown.
Yeah, the endlessly starving beast is a 2-minute cooldown.
Oh no,
Okay,
not
okay.
the third V then.
Let me give you this argument.
I see. It's
Why
not about the
train-
passive one that just comes out.
The
Why
big ass
most-
fucking like vertical, no
Say-
horizontal.
Yeah. I know what you're talking. I think it's called like Dream or something.
There are a lot of classes with double summons after fifth job, and like their training rotation is literally involves putting down summons and like going in a very small area, like covering a very small area that's not covered by summon, spamming the same skill, and watching Netflix on the other screen.
Yeah.
Arc is definitely more involved than that because you only have one summon to start off with, just the Soul Urda, and is that called Soul Urda? Urda Fountain or whatever, and you have to like press different skills to mob.
Bro, I really don't think it's that bad. Let me put it this way. The what's it called? The Devious Nightmare, like the V skill that just comes out and extends their basic attack to like a huge hitbox. You can swap between Flora and Spectre, and they both have their own unique cooldowns.
Can you link
So
your
it's
arc
like-
to me.
So you're pressing this one other button to swap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know if that's too fucking hard. What are you
Bro.
asking me?
If
Can you link the
if
doc
I'm
to me?
pressing more than 2 buttons when I'm farming, this is too much. I just want to watch the video on the second monitor.
Okay, so what are you trying to rate this at to then, Phil?
I think
8
it's a
is what
9.
I said 8.
So you're saying 8 because the mobbing is sweatier.
He says 8, I say 9. I say the mobbing isn't that sweaty. It's not that big of a deal. Like, sure, it's sweaty early, Grandis, but eventually it's not, and then that doesn't matter that much. But then all the bossing benefits outweigh. Because you're going to be a premier pick in every fucking party. You have crazy support for how much damage you do.
Because we have Thunderbreaker at 8, and that's also a fucking giga sweaty fucking thing.
No, Thunderbreaker, you don't have to watch. You don't have to look at. Thunderbreaker, you're still using 2 buttons.
Well, Thunderbreaker, you're just kind of dashing around and using the Thunderbolt one.
Yeah.
The anchor
You're
Thunderbolt
you're
shit.
spamming the same skill. This class, you're spamming multiple skills.
Like 9 because we have dice, bro. Shut up.
Actually,
They all
I'm
have
sold.
dice.
I'm sold. It's a 9.
That's true. They do have dice.
Dice is way too broken. I'm
Bro,
telling
this
you,
is an
dice
entire
way too
dice
fucking broken.
page. This is a whole dice page. Straight up. This
Dice
is the
way
dice
too
page.
broken. I'm sold. I'm sold.
Yo, where's Xenon? Or yeah, where's Xenon?
It's in the thieves. I lumped it with the thieves, bro.
I put it as 9.
I think party
this
bossing
the
is
same
also a 9.
I think it's the same argument as Shade. The personal damage is way too high, and it gives party damage.
Bro, yeah, it's the exact same. I mean, it's got damage
Yeah.
to compete with the 3 minutes, so even in a 3-minute comp, you're good. And it offers unique support that stacks with everything else. Straight up.
And you know the marks will not be missing their burst.
Why do you think it's not a 10? Because the 10 classes are just so obscenely OP.
Because they
That's
end
why.
Nightwalker and Xenon.
There's... Bro, not
That's
even just
why.
them, bro. Like, just other shit, too. Like, that's just so OP.
10 is reserved for Nightwalker, Xenon,
Anomalies, basically.
Shadow Mage,
Yeah.
and shit like that.
And then Bishop's like 15. Just so you know, like, spoiler.
Yeah.
Alright. We okay with that 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, solo bossing.
I
I think it's solo bossing is also a 9. Yeah, I think it's also
Yeah.
really great. Same thing for the exact same reasons. Low cooldown skills, insane burst, insane 2-minute burst, and then obviously its survivability is so good. It has built-in iframe, air stall. Its Spectre mode dash is a teleport, so you could go through weird shit. I'm pretty sure you could go through BM fucking lightning with that P1.
You can. I've done
Yeah,
it.
so like that shit is it's just got it all. The only thing I guess that's reserved I mean, I think it's pretty close to 10 to be honest. I think if somebody wants to give it a 10 it's fine, but the only thing that's reserving or my reservations from giving it a 10 is its damage off versus like 0.
Yeah, that shit is actually 0. I honestly think this class has like one of the lowest off bursts in the entire game.
Yeah, exactly.
Or might be Laura, but whatever.
Bro, we're not talking about Lara, bro. You keep her name out of your mouth, bro.
Okay.
Learning curve.
Oh, you're
well,
watching videos. So that's
I think
5 or 5 plus.
I think its learning curve is higher than all the other pirates. Straight up.
I agree. Well, you're watching a video to start with, so that's
Yeah,
just
you're watching
5
a video. Yeah, you're watching a video, so it automatically starts at 5. You're watching a video to play this class properly. How to combo on arc, how to mob on arc, all that shit.
Now, my argument for it being not that much higher than 5 is because even if you don't learn shit and you just know how to use your burst, which is extremely trivial, you're getting 80%
The burst is so
value
easy.
out of this class.
Or you literally press infinity spell, put down your beast, hold down your hyper, press abyssal recall.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
So that's
it's
why
all like
I'm not willing
automatic.
to put it. That's why I'm not willing to put it much higher, just because like, even if you don't learn shit, you just know how to press your burst. You're getting 80% value of this class already.
Yeah, straight up. And then even if you don't even combo, right? And you just hold down your basic attack, you're still getting good value.
Yeah,
Are you supposed to
you-
combo now?
you are.
Well, you want to at least keep up your buffs. I don't know. I think their
No, no,
combos
you
just
need
got
combo.
they just got
You use
boosted.
combo. No, not just that. Comboing is how you get off those throw
The
blasting
dots?
tag.
Oh, the swords.
The new
From the
skill.
origin or
The
I
new
see.
skill.
oh the
I see.
new
the
like,
knives.
yeah
Yeah, the not yeah. Well,
There's a lot of
Knives can
knives.
be mistaken for the Photoshop knives, but yeah, the spikes. Let's call it the spikes.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, so you okay, never mind. I take back what I said. You should combo.
Yeah, the spikes are actually quite important. We might put this as 6.
Yeah, that's fine.
At least during burst. At least during burst. Like at least like I think it's quite important for you to burst combo for at least.
Yeah, just do it during the infinity spell, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And also another thing is like you need to know like when you can like how, like the it's something that you get the sense of like when you can like switch on and off like Flora and Spectre mode to conserve energy and shit like that. So 6 is fair.
Okay. All right. What do we think of its origin?
I think the animation quality can be better. I think the beast drawing is not good enough.
Yeah.
Like compared to like if you compare to this drawing quality of the drawing to like something like CM's missile and like AB's origin, this is definitely like more at the like the scratch paper face than like
It's not finalized.
Yeah, polished version.
Yeah, it's not polished
Also,
enough.
also it's too edgy.
The little like red droplet or whatever, it reminds me of like Darmor when like he fucking whispered some shit into Saren's ears and fucking summoned her or awakened her. You remember that cutscene?
I mean,
yeah.
Darmo's power. Spectre mode is Darmo's power.
Yeah, I mean it's all Spectre Limbo shit. Like they're all originating from that. I think it's chills though.
There's definitely aura to this, you know, just like the atmosphere.
There's aura.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, execution, could definitely be better. Like
dude,
Kane's
it reminds
origin.
me of Four Tails Naruto, bro. It's like consuming him, bro. He's letting that shit consume him.
It's very similar when he fought like the.
Is that when his fucking skin
Orochimaru
just turns to red?
Yeah, exactly. Like his skin peels and shit.
He's just fucking pure chakra.
That's the second cloak. Beast form, yeah.
A little too edgy though. Not as edgy as Kane one, but still a little too edgy.
Yeah. Okay, so now we need to ask, who is the best pirate? All right, let's start. Who's the best pirate in the game? I think it's Ark. I think Ark is the best pirate in the game right now.
I say Shade because this is their last spotlight.
Damn. I say AB.
Okay, so we all have different opinions. Okay, I'll go first. So the reason why I think Ark is the best pirate in the game is because I think does the most damage out of all of them. First of all, I think it's the strongest one. That's the first thing. And it's probably the second most desirable one in a party besides Shade.
Okay.
That's how I see it. So it has number 1 damage and number 2 desirability. Or actually number 3 desirability. Mech's over it too.
Honestly, those 3 are my top picks too. Like those last 3 that we talking about are my top
I agree.
Picks.
It would be those 3.
I give my vote to Shade out of pity.
Okay, but like
literally
explain yourself, like why outside of you saying that, like what else about Shade made it your pick over Ark? AB.
No, just because I think I really love the aesthetic and color scheme of the
That's completely valid. Yeah.
I think the origin is very beautiful. I think both the masteries are very good looking.
I chose AB because I'm thinking about the entire experience from start to finish.
Yeah, that's fair.
From start to end. I think that yes, AB's damage and party play when it comes to like the end game bossing is very lackluster, just because the damage distribution isn't very favorable. And even if it is in favorable conditions, it's just kind of like still kind of lackluster. But I feel like that's something that can always change with just number changes. Just the core gameplay of AB is super like straightforward and safe.
Yeah.
Like you're getting your
You're-
damage off really easily.
Your argument for starting the character to all the way to the end game is very, very valid in my opinion. Because
I think I'm convinced.
That's also because AB is the most modern class out of it is the most modern class
Well,
in
it
the
is,
game
yeah.
right now.
Mhm.
So that's why they designed this thing with like the entire like thorough like whole career, like your Maple career like experience in mind. That's why like more modern it is, your experience is gonna be better.
Yeah, I'm convinced. I think AB. I think you're right. I think although Arc has better damage and support and probably more desirable in a party, I think the overall MapleStory experience from creation to endgame, you're probably gonna enjoy it more in AB. The average person is probably gonna enjoy it more.
You get
I
free
agree.
transference too. When you,
Yeah,
when
that's
you
true.
transform
You
into
save
your
money
idle
playing
mode.
this class. Yeah, but you save money on Arc too because you just go Spectre. So
Okay, but like
Arc is ugly though.
AB is probably more suitable to like the general player base, or Arc is like a more hyper niche fucking edgelord type shit, right?
Tummy changed your minds with Dawn Warrior and now again with AB. I guess Tummy's most in tune, bro. He's the most in tune.
Nah, I'm just reining you guys back to reality. You know, there's more than just like the damage and end game of the game of the class.
Well, it's not even just the end game I was thinking about for Arc. Like, I just think its damage is just so high in general. Like I personally feel when I'm playing this game and I'm playing something really strong, it feels really good. Like that's my experience on this game. If I'm playing something and it blows the shit out of the boss, like I'm like, wow, this feels so good. But AB, you can have a similar experience though, to be fair.
I feel like the thing about AB, right? Like your argument is that like you just blow shit up too.
Yeah, that sense is the same.
You will always you will have the experience as AB as well, right?
Yeah.
And the thing
that-
is,
that-
like the
That
only
adrenaline
time
rush is the same. That adrenaline hit is the same when you're playing the boss. It's just that
the
I
only
think I
time
get
you'll
more
feel like you're
dopamine from Arc,
inadequate
though.
in terms of your damage is if you literally compare your damage to someone else's in the same party by looking at your BA. Like that's the
Yeah.
only time you'll know that your fucking your damage is like not amazing. But outside of that, like you would just feel like you're pumping out damage regardless. Right? It's up until you compare yourself to someone else in your party that's dealing damage as well that you're like, oh, fuck,
yeah. I feel like
okay."
I'm doing mad damage with Blade Tempest. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, like right.
Yeah, the thing I guess for me, like the Arc Burst feels a lot more dopamine for me. Like when the beast comes out and Abyssal Recall Explosion.
Yeah, because
like,
it's
I
instant.
think it feels better. But to me, like that's just that's what I value, like the feeling. But
not gonna lie though.
but AB
when that-
also
when-
is a
when-
good feeling.
Yeah, when you cast that Origin, when all of the Origin like cherry balloons pop up, like swarms their entire screen, and when Sparkle Burst just final hit just pops up, that shit also hits hard.
I think the Sparkle Burst feeling is also really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Bro,
Have you experienced the Origin yet? The Origin, like when
No,
when
I don't have
Origin
a 268
cast
yet.
animation ends, when all the cherry balloons like pop off, like that shit is also satisfying.
it's like Lance Connection. All the fucking things just
Oh,
like fly
interesting.
towards the
Yeah.
But the thing about Mighty Mascot is when you full charge your Mighty Mascot on the boss, it shits out so many Soul Seekers.
Yeah, it feels good with the.
If you play with sound on, it's a swarm.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty satisfying.
Yeah, I'm down to give AB number 1, maybe Arc number 2. That's fine.
All right, what's the worst pirate?
Corsair, easily. It's definitely Corsair, 100%. All the other ones have some sort of value. Corsair offers nothing. I hate you if you play Corsair. I'm gonna just say it, bruh.
I think it is Corsair. Like it doesn't have Brain Scrambler boosted yet. Its cooldowns are really fucking randomly selected, like 45, 75. Like 45, sure, but 75, like what the fuck?
I think the only thing good about it is the origin looks cool.
What are we
It's
talking
also
about?
like it's also
Corsair,
like
what's the worst pirate, Phil?
a lot
okay,
of micromanagement for little reward for it. Short range hurricane class, locked to 120 move speed while you're using a hurricane. Like, I
for
think it's
me-
uncontested for worst pirate.
Yeah.
I have 2 votes. One vote is just Corsair, exactly like you guys. The other one, just based on what we talked about for the best pirates, I have a similar argument for the worst pirate. Is Mac. That shit needs to be reworked. That shit doesn't feel good to play.
I think mech might
It's
not feel
way
good,
too old.
but...
That shit is way too outdated. It needs to be modernized and updated.
Yeah, but it
So-
offers too much.
Please rework that. Yeah, but it's the same argument of like Arc just does so much more damage than the rest of the pirates, but still doesn't. That's like not the only thing that we should consider, right?
That's true. That's true. Okay, Sarah is the worst.
Yeah, Sarah's definitely the worst.
Okay, well, I mean that's about it for this video. If anybody has any questions about anything, obviously leave a comment, and of course make sure you check out Tummy's channel, his YouTube and his Twitch. Both will be linked below. It's even in the title. You could just press DeSanto in the title, and you can go to him. Phil just works for free for me under a no reimbursement policy. Well, let's just say that. So there's nothing you could find about him. You don't know anything about him. He posts nothing. Phil's not even his real name, actually.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
you're never going to find anything about him. But obviously, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, not only to me, to Tummy as well. And look forward to the next class analysis. And let us know which one you want to see next. Mage, Thieves, or Archers. Everybody knows that we want to see Thieves, so we'll see which one is next. And with that all being said, have a wonderful day. Shout out to my members, Blazefire, Shooms, Uju, Shagad, Ravi Espa, Grim4K, Koga, Pabo, Piconeer, Jesse B, Dante Victory, Zats, CK, and Assassin510. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you so much to everybody who has submitted fan art throughout all this time. I will be forever grateful to all of you, and have a wonderful day.